Welcome to Obstacle Running Adventures,
the podcast that fuels your passion for obstacle course racing,
running, and all things adventurous.
Whether you're a seasoned pro or a weekend warrior,
we've got news updates as well as interviews with athletes
and other key members of our athletic community.
As a weekly show since 2017, we have covered everything from
championship and virtual races
to fundraising events and FKTs. And now, here are your hosts,
Michael Stefano and Katelyn Ritter.
Standing on the corner, lost all my clothes.
Hey guys, it's Michael Stefano.
And Katelyn Ritter. And Mikey, how are you?
I'm mostly good. I went to see the movies with my best friends, Maddie and Danny. That was fun. But I did not get to cover Savage Race like I wanted to because I had a little bit of an eye infection that turned into a big eye infection, which turned into...
It looks so gross.
It's real bad. It feels... It doesn't hurt a lot, but...
It oozes.
But if I close my good eye, it makes me realize how much I can't see out of the other eye. So not great. Went to an emergency eye doctor. And I was worried because I was doing yard work and I might have burned some poison ivy. So I'm like, oh God, it could be poison ivy. Or it could be I got an ash in my eye or this or that. But turns out it's just a bad infection. But even still, if you have an eye infection, go and get that shit checked out because your eye really close to your brain and you don't want a brain infection.
No. And the eye doctor was more than happy to squeeze you in.
Yes. Yeah. And so it's rare to get like the brain infection, but I have been getting headaches and stuff, so that's not fun. But I Googled it and they said that could happen anyway.
Well, especially if your vision is off, like that's going to give you a headache.
Yeah, for sure. So apologies for the no Savage Race coverage that would be aired next week. But let's give a shout out to our sponsors.
Shout out Mudgear. You wore your Mudgear shirt all day today. Use code ADVENTURE for 15% off your next Mudgear purchase.
You know, it's actually really funny that you brought that up because I didn't realize that while I was talking to the guy at the counter about how we're sponsored by Mudgear.
Oh, that is
I did
funny.
not realize I was wearing the shirt. Yeah.
That is funny. We also, Mike got new running shoes. We went to Marathon Sports. If you're local to New England, check them out. But we saw Caterpie in person, in real life, at the store.
Yeah, we see them once. Actually, we don't see them often, do we?
No.
So that was pretty cool. They only had like one pair there. But we were explaining how usually shoes come with crappy shoelaces, and that helps alleviate that issue.
Yes, so use code OCReport20 for 20% off your next Caterpie purchase.
And then for races?
And if you want to run a Spartan Deca or Tough Mudder, use code OCReport20 for 20% off your next Spartan Deca or Tough Mudder.
Perfect. It's not the first episode of the month yet, so we're going to thank the $5+ Patreon supporters.
Jason Dupree, Samantha Thompson, Bradley Keel, Charlotte Engelman, Aaron Grindstaff, Laura and Stephen Ritter, Hank and Arlene Stefano, Cheryl Miller, Jessica Johnson, Christopher Hoover, Kevin Gregory Jr., Evan Irick, Brent George, Logan Nagel, Asa Coddington, Seth Rinderknech, and Robert Landman.
Thank you guys so much for the support. We greatly appreciate it. I actually did my first withdrawal for a long time, which only cost 25 cents to do a withdrawal.
Oh, that's not bad.
And it was nice because I had thousands saved up, which again helped with the flights to and from World's Toughest Mudder this year. So that was very helpful. And shout out to the OCR Report for being a great home for us on the internet.
And to Will Hicks,
the Podfather. Check it out over at theocrreport.com. Currently, they're all creeps that want to see my wife's feet.
They want to see me unpeel my feet.
And a shout out to our sponsored athletes.
Javier Escobar, who I finally texted. Did I tell you?
Oh, no. We were just talking about him before we recorded about how on our Facebook, our cover photo is of him from like 2019.
Yes, he said some very kind things. And then I said, I think I want to maybe try for 50 miles. And he said, do it. Throw it on your calendar and just obsess over it. You need a North Star to keep you honest in training.
Yeah, I think he might as well. I don't know if he's training for anything.
Oh, I'll have to ask him.
Yeah. Pretty sure he's got himself a girlfriend, so I hope things are going well. Kelly Sullivan, who won Savage.
I know, that's amazing.
Yeah, makes me even more upset that I missed one of our favorite female athletes getting her Savage Axe. I don't know if it's her first one, but that's still an awesome award to get. Ryan Berzalara, Joshua Reed, who I'd recommend as a coach. Kevin Gregory, who I'd also recommend as coach.
Kevin Gregory is?
No. What?
He is in...
Well, he did post one in Rome.
He wasn't in Rome, though.
Oh.
El Salvador.
Oh, damn.
I know. Pretty cool. I think he's doing like a...
He's in high demand.
Yeah. Deca Fire in El Salvador.
Oh, that's cool. And I know that Jess is working on the, not a sponsored athlete of us, but I know that she's at home working on the paint. So good luck to her there. She's got that like nasty, like mustard yellow stuff that she's peeling off the wall.
I know. And then she has to sand it all the way down because they didn't prime the sheetrock.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
You got this.
So this is a full circle moment.
Poll results. So Katelyn posted peeler or waiter. She had a tough time coming up with a second word, and that's the best I could come up with. So what were the results?
89% of people said that they peel the loose skin off their feet, and 11% say they are waiters and wait for it to fall off when it's ready.
Yeah, there was a lot of votes for that one.
What are you?
So I would say that I'm a waiter until it's really just like barely holding on. Then I'm like, okay.
Like this?
Because I need to make sure.
Like, should I peel that?
I would peel like that part, but it's still like healing under there for that part. Your toes are still really messed up.
I know, that's why I can't wear anything other than my sneakers.
Yeah, and your sneakers barely fit now.
I know.
It doesn't look like your feet are fat, but like you went up a half of
I think my toes are still a little fat.
Okay.
But if you want videos of me peeling my feet, Venmo me.
Yeah, Katelyn joked about it, but she's like, honestly, it could help pay for a future World Series Moto ticket. And I'm like, you're not wrong.
Do we have a meme?
We don't. We have a joke that's kind of like a meme. Do we want to save it for the joke or
no,
do
we'll
it
do
as
it
a
now.
meme? Okay. So I found it, which means Katelyn has to describe it.
It is a 6-panel joke, and I think, is that the guy from Star Trek?
It looks like it. Yeah, it's got to be. But I
And
don't recognize him. It's not like Captain Kirk or anything, I don't think.
the top left says, a horse goes into a bar and orders a pint. Then the top right says, the bartender says, you know, you're in here pretty often. Do you think you might be an alcoholic? And the horse says, I don't think I am, and promptly vanishes from existence. See, this was a joke about
Descartes'
famous line from philosophy. I think, therefore I am. But if I had explained that before the rest of the joke, it would have been putting
Descartes?
before the horse.
And then the last panel is him winking. So Descartes is a famous philosopher, big into like religion, like God exists a priori, I think a priori. Yeah. But yeah, Descartes before the horse. Get it?
I do get it.
Some philosophy in there. A little bit of my background. Let's head on over to quick news, though. Starting with the news that I got, I think, right after we finished recording last week's episode. And I had to look it up to verify. But yeah, looks like it. Yeah, you can give her credit.
And Marie Spencer posted heartbreaking news. The historic North Rim Lodge at the Grand Canyon and all the buildings around it are gone.
Yeah, so wildfire, taking out more stuff. It's a wicked bummer. I've never had the chance to go to the Grand Canyon yet, so I don't know what I'm going to be missing the next time I head out there, but that is a bummer to hear. This we got from a story from Talking Dirty, but
it says, in interesting news, OCRA España has announced that Spanish national champs in 2026 will be held in, not Spain. Olympus race is a race I've always wanted to do. It looks amazing, but it is held in Andorra.
Andorra. So Andorra is like a small country close to it. So that's kind of interesting there.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. Something that's not fun, and I don't have the full story behind this, but Ragnar Relay posted this.
The Ragnar events team is heartbroken to learn that one of our participants tragically passed away following an incident during the run portion of the Ragnar Road Northwest Passage events. We have been in touch with the family and extend our deepest condolences to them, their teammates, and friends. The weight of this tragedy is deeply felt throughout our organization and the wider running community. We are working with local authorities as they continue their ongoing investigation. We will not be providing further details at this time.
And again, I know very little about this, but our condolences as well. I'm glad that this doesn't happen more often, but I mean, this is like a big, long event. Anything can happen, and that's just sad to hear.
I wonder what caused it.
Right? We could look into it later, but this comes to us from the New England OCR Expo, because we've been working on this kind of stuff behind the scenes.
The 2025 New England DecaFit Roadshow, hosted at the University of Connecticut in Storrs, Connecticut on November 22nd, 2025.
Yeah, so I have to make sure that that doesn't overlap with Fenway's usually around that time.
Oh, I was thinking Thanksgiving.
Or Beer Olympics, since I'm going to be doing a Winter Olympics this year. Yeah, but I'll see if I can make it out there, and if this is a hit, And we are hopefully putting out a permanent event. And we're not permanent, but like not more than just a road show. Yeah. All right. This was part of a long post that we were tagged in. I didn't get the chance to read all of it, but
go ahead, Mikey. Take it away.
Yeah. In summary, Shell Laketta posted that, let's go. Asheville Super 10K and Sprint 5K. Asheville and Nashville, join us. We're camping again this year. We love it when we all gather. We're honored again to have a vendor tent in the festival. Please join us. Sign up and race with the Lionhearts. Please grab your tattoos. Many of our Lionhearts pro team will be out there, and we're excited to see everybody. She hopes to be out there with their cameras, this and that. So yeah, go out there and support them if you see them there. And then you sent this to me.
History has been made. This is by Delmo Events.
Oh.
Yeah. The first ever Kids Philadelphia Triathlon is officially complete, and our young athletes absolutely crushed it.
Very cool. So
that's awesome.
Love seeing more youth getting in the sport. And then it sounds like New York. The countdown is on. The Deadly Dozen race hits Michael J. Tully Park on August 2nd, and it's going to be next level. So that's an event that you may not want to miss. I keep on forgetting if it's Mada or Mada, but Eric, head of Wonderland, help me. Ultimate Obstacles. Thank you. Posted 34 miles in on day 3 of 4 of the 100-mile finisher challenge fundraiser for the Why Me Sherry House. He said this post is way overdue. Thanks to everyone that has supported me fundraising emotionally and physically along the way. It's not too late to support this amazing cause, helping families that have a child with cancer. Much love. So he's probably finished by now, but best of luck with him with the continued fundraising. And then this one was sent to us by Dustin DeRoe. Katelyn, can you read the news story?
Yes. Map Dominguez.
Looks like Dominguez.
Posted, my brother, my hero, July 15th, 2025. Early morning, Dingo, parentheses James, was training with the crew for his upcoming ocean row. They were on the water, Flathead Lake, Montana, south of Wild Horse Island. Foul weather caused the boat to capsize. Unfortunately, Dingo was pushed further out into the water. Jamie and Neil were eventually rescued, taken to the hospital, and treated for hypothermia. We are deeply grateful that they are recovering and safe. Dingo is still missing, and an active search is underway. I know many of you have questions. I will do my best to share more details as we learn them.
So who is this guy? You might be thinking, as well as us initially. But Dustin said, let me know if you need any more information about him. He and his twin brother, Map, have been a part of the OCR community since the early days, worked at Spartan a long time, and genuinely just two of the best guys. So we hope that they find him and that he is okay, hopefully. And then a whole bunch of podiums, starting with the Spartan US National Series final leaderboard that I meant to talk about last week. I have it all here. So we'll just read everybody that did at least 3 races.
Okay, this is after 4 races. In 6th place, Evan Phillips. In 5th place, Dustin Needham. In 4th place, Tomasz Warnzowski.
No, not that one. That's Warzaniak? I'm not sure.
In 3rd place, Mike Strobel. In 2nd place, Matteo Poliza.
Which, real quick, I have reached out to you. If you're listening, please check your DMs.
And in 1st place, Adam Beach.
Perfect. And for the ladies.
In 5th place, Chloe Milkillian. In 2nd place, Sabrina Buhalger. In 3rd place, Claudia Bongiovanni.
Who I've also reached out with. Hopefully we're going to have her on the show.
In 2nd place, Casey Monroe. And in 1st place, Cassandra Gill.
Yeah, I love that. I've had all of those women on for their own episodes, except for Claudia. So that would be awesome. And we have a whole bunch more podiums. Buckle in as Katelyn butchers some names because some of them are foreign and tricky. For the Deca Italia Series Turin Roadshow.
For the men, in 3rd place, Luca Cavicciolo. In 2nd place,
Giuseppe
Suprifico. And in 1st place, Pasquale Di Chirico.
Awesome. And for the ladies.
In 3rd place, Madalena Craven. In 2nd place, Elisa Bramati. And in 1st place, Tania Thies.
That's it, Tanya.
Oh, Tanya.
I could be wrong. I don't know. And for the Spartan Utah Beast.
In 3rd place, Eric Harris. In 2nd place, Bode LeBerm. And in 1st place, Fernando Valenzuela.
Zuela. For the women?
In third place, Emily Kimball. In second place, Kalia Greening. And in first place, Brighton Dance.
And for the Spartan, Utah Super.
For the men, in third place, Bogdan Kalisa. In second place, Matteo Paliza. And in first place, Ethan Pops.
And for the ladies?
In third place, Zariah Tolman. In second place, Rebecca Sierra. And in first place, Chloe McKillian. Malikian. Kelly Malikian.
And for the Boston Savage race, which I missed out on?
For the men, in third place, Adam Beach. In second place, Jonathan Stern. And in first place, Aaron Newell.
Yeah, which big story that he's back. I missed that, unfortunately.
And for the women, in third place, Kim Raim.
Who I interviewed last year, I think.
Second place, Nicole Van Oort.
I think I also had her on.
First place, friend of the show, friend of the pod, Kelly Sullivan.
Yeah, congratulations. And going back to Michigan, I think, Spartan Michigan Super.
In third place for the men, Robbie Gendrich. In second place, Ken Corigliano. And in first place, friend of the show, Logan Bradbent.
For the women?
Third place, Miranda Pincher. In second place, Liz DeCorn. And in first place, Kaylee Wesma.
And for the women, for the Spartan Michigan Sprint.
In third place, Sheridan Santinga. In second place, Kari Beckham. And in first place, Liz DeCorn.
And for the men?
In third place, Kale Grewal. In second place, John Dizikowis. And in first place, Robbie Gingerich.
Awesome. Now the Spartan Germany Austria Series Berlin Beast.
Time to butcher some more names. In third place, Matteo Paliza.
Who's everywhere, apparently.
In second place, Jacob Kolar. No, what's that thing mean?
I don't know.
Oh. And in first place, Ihor Horimbanu.
And for the women?
In third place, Claudia Bongiovanni.
Also everywhere.
In second place, Lucy Cerna. And in first place, Helena Schuster.
Awesome. And then I think this is the last one.
Oh, no.
Spartan Susano Sprint.
In third place for the men, Hiroshi Kato. In second place,
It's Cantonese letters, or not Cantonese, sorry, that's Chinese. It's Japanese characters, or I don't know. I have no idea.
It's Asian characters.
Yes.
And in first place, Ramona Sugata.
Ryoma Sugata.
Isn't that what I said?
I think you called it like Riona. I don't know. And for the ladies.
In third place,
more Asian characters.
In second place, Ari Honda. And in first place, Ki Sakino.
Yeah. Oh boy, that was a lot. Let's finally get to what this episode is all about. There's also 5 secret links down below. But this episode is just a reminder that the event weekend doesn't truly end until the brunch and the bar crawl on Monday. So again, if you miss it this year, then I strongly encourage you to attend either or both next year. This episode in particular covers the bar crawl with, I believe, 15 interviews and all sorts of fun chaos in between.
Chaos is a good word for it.
Yeah, including Katelyn accidentally spitting on a woman's back. So it was that. Let's get to the interviews.
That is all Will Hooks' fault.
Better than in there. Still loud. I can edit that out, though. All right, so we'll start with your name and where you're from.
My name is Kevin VanderWaude, and I am from Swansea, New Hampshire, USA.
How did your World's Toughest Mudder go this year?
I got through it. It was a real challenge because I'm in a post-surgery situation and in recovery.
Yeah, so talk to me about that. It was hip surgery, right?
I did. Apparently, in fact, it was scheduled. It was scheduled for a week after World's Toughest Mudder 2024.
Oh.
Precisely a week after. On purpose.
Yeah.
And they repaired a 4-inch tear in the hip, whatever it's called, the septum. Yeah. It's a gasket that's between the hip and between the ball and the joint. So yeah, they worked on that, and then you're on crutches for 4 months, and then a multi-month physical therapy recovery routine. Yeah. It's kind of getting there. But so for this World's Toughest Mudder, I decided, well, I'm still in recovery, and I need to be nice to it. So I walked it. I walked the whole damn course, every lap, and I got my 10 laps in, and so I'm pretty pleased about that.
You should be, absolutely.
How have you been doing with following what the PT's saying, going to all the appointments? Things are going well with that, though?
It's really hard. I actually stopped making appointments once they spaced the appointments out to 4 weeks apart, and that's when it fell apart. That was about 2 months ago. I really need to get with the program.
And how is it mentally dealing with an injury? Because I feel like everyone talks about what's the physical recovery like, but also mentally, for me, not being able to run would definitely affect my mental health.
It's definitely excruciating because the time that you spend on the physical therapy is time that you're not training to do other things. And of course, I'm not just training for OCR and long distance running, I'm training for American Ninja Warrior. And so you can't do all of these things adequately at the same time. Adding PT only impinges on everything else, but it must be done.
Yeah, absolutely. And what did you think about the course this year?
Absolutely fantastic course. I couldn't have been happier with the location. The obstacles, some of them were, sure, maybe a little easy, but when you're doing as a diverse range of sports as I am, that's to be expected. I'm always going to advocate for the hard obstacles, but we still want it to be achievable for the newcomers. I'm good.
It's an impossible balance for them to hit, and I still think it needs some work, but they're trending in the right direction. I think seemed to be significantly better than last year, at least, right?
Absolutely. I like the flexibility on the course, especially when people are nearly dying or choked to death on an obstacle, that they have the flexibility to change it and make it different.
Word got around fast with that whole choking situation, didn't it?
It did. At the time of this recording, I can neither confirm nor deny that I was involved in that incident.
Okay, we will talk off the mic about that. That's good to know. And then what did you think about Firefly?
Loved it. Firefly is, if that's a brand new obstacle that has never been seen in the UK before, then kudos to the UK Tough Mudder team for making an absolutely outstanding experience.
Absolutely. And then we're at the Bar Crawl now. The brunch went well. What are your overall feelings about World's Toughest Mudder this year?
I'm very pleased with the overall program. The presentation of the course, the venue, all the work that's been done. I think I can't think of any negative except throwing in Killer Gorilla, because the impact to people's strategies must have been catastrophic. But they did say during the briefings, we reserve the right to change, open, and close obstacles at any time at our whim. And I'm hearing that in my head, even as I'm going up Killer Gorilla. I'm like, they did say that, but I don't like it.
Yeah. It's tough, too, because it's more than just an obstacle. It's an obstacle with added distance. So I've gone back and forth with how I feel about it. With, the course being an evolving thing, I think that's fun. But, to add mileage to what's supposed to be a flat 5-mile course, because people are shooting for 50 miles or 75 miles or 100 miles. People are shooting for or 40 miles, like my wife. People are shooting for a certain mileage, and for each lap to be, 5.4, it adds up. So I don't know.
Absolutely, because I like to tell people the World's Toughest Mudder is a game. It's a game of physical ability and strategy and wisdom. And when you don't know that an obstacle is coming, you can't strategize for it. And you might use your skip band somewhere and be sorry for it.
And then thoughts on potentially coming back for World's Toughest Mudder here again, since it's been here. It's going to be here for another 2 years.
I'm really excited that it's going to be here for 3 solid years. That gives people the ability to plan ahead 2 years. And I'm really looking forward to getting back here.
Awesome. Well, great job out there. 50 miles is impressive, especially with the hip surgery. Hope your recovery goes well, and I'll be seeing you soon.
Cheers. Thank you.
Joe Rucco, Gainesville, New York.
To start off, tell me about the shirt that you're wearing.
So my wife made this for me. It's got pictures of my son and my dog on there. And I told her she's going to have to get another one because we have the second baby on the way. And so we're going to have to get an update.
It needs to be updated, absolutely. Yeah. Actually, I think your wife messaged us too, thanking us for the coverage of you and cheering you on. So that was pretty awesome. How did World's Toughest Mudder go for you this year?
It went fantastic. Obviously, winning is awesome. But just in general, came in with the goal of 110 miles. Had the splits written out on a spreadsheet. Jess had it in the pit for me, and we nailed the splits to a T. We were ahead in the end with the fun lap by 30 minutes. based on what I had projected. So I don't think it really could have gone much better overall.
So you won overall. How does it feel to be the winner of World Surface Model?
Yeah, it's such a tough question. It's like right now, it just kind of feels like I did another race, and I'm here with my friends, and we had a good time. The whole world champion type thing hasn't really sunk in yet. Even at the awards today, being up on the podium,
You didn't look as smiley as I would have been.
yeah, it was there, and I was like, this is really cool, but it was it hasn't really hit yet. That's kind of what's happened. Yeah.
And let's speak to the course a little bit. What did you think about the layout and everything? And then we can eventually get into Killer Gorilla, to which we all blame you.
Yeah, that was news to me in the middle of the night. But overall, I thought the course was really good. When I did my final lap with AJ and Kevin, we were talking a lot about the course and kind of the layout and all that stuff. And we really liked it. I thought in comparison to last year and the year before, it was a significantly harder course in my opinion. And so I enjoyed the variations on the obstacles. I enjoyed the different obstacles that they had too, like the Chunky Monkey variation. That was cool. I thought that was really cool. Even adding the water jets into cage crawl. I mean, that's minor, but it's a cool little switch.
It shows that they're trying, right?
Exactly.
And I think that's the big thing that Giles is pushing for is hey, we're in the UK now, and we want to make a statement that if you didn't fly over here, you missed something.
Exactly. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think they did a really good job with it, and I'm excited for them to push it even farther in the future.
Yeah. So during the course briefing, they say they reserve the right to make any changes to obstacles, this and that. So I think you scared him. I think you scared him, Joe. They closed skid marked, and they opened Killer Gorilla. Some unfortunate souls, like my wife, had to do both. How was that impacting your plan?
Yeah, so I remember when I finished the little hill that's right before Killer Gorilla, that you would have then bypassed where Killer Gorilla was afterwards, and on one lap I went to do that, and I saw Giles over there with glow sticks and tape out, and I was like, what is happening right now?
Laughing maniacally, because that sounds like I'm not.
Yeah, and then I got back to the pit, and Jess goes, oh, they're opening another obstacle. And I was like, what? And then it made sense. But what Jess told me was that they opened it because of how quickly I was moving through the course. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, right? That might have been said.
It makes a fun story.
Yeah, it might have been said facetiously by the race director. I have no idea. If that was the case, I'm not as big of a fan of that. If it was in the plans the whole time and he said that kind of as a joke, I'm all for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I totally agree with you, because if they're going to keep changing things, they've had the 125-mile bib forever. They've talked about it for years. It's kind of almost been, to a lot of us, a joke at this point. Yeah. It would be even more of a joke if they did that because of that. It can't be reactionary. If there's something evil planned, it needs to be planned.
I completely agree. Yeah.
And then another thing, too, I heard from a variety of people that the lap itself was already 5.2 with Killer Gorilla 5.4. What are your thoughts of them adding obstacles that have additional distances that don't count for the final distance of a lap?
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that either, because an obstacle can obviously extend the time of the lap, and it can give you some type of fatigue, right? Especially if it's a grip obstacle or something, you're going to get that grip fatigue. It's going to affect your race. Even a carry, even if it's short, has mileage to it, but it's going to fatigue you in another way. I think the extra distance, especially on the part that they picked, was tough. I mean, it was hard for me, right? And so I can only imagine the people that are going for, 25, 30 miles, and they get to that spot and they're like, what the heck is going on? But yeah, I think if that was the plan, maybe there's a reroute somewhere else on the course that takes off a little bit.
Someone else suggested that too, and I thought that would be really brilliant too.
Yeah, because I think, that's easy enough. There were a few spots that kind of looped somewhat back on itself that you could have just gone straight across. This is the new course path because we have this thing that's going to challenge you later on.
And if they did plan ahead for this obstacle, then that is what they should have done.
Right.
And then another change that no one expected was that this was almost more akin to Florida in terms of the heat. So how did you have to change? Did you change your hydration, or did you just stick to the plan?
So I stuck to my plan in terms of hydration. The one thing I did beforehand after Florida last year was I struggled in that heat, and that affected my race. But prior to this year, I did specific heat training, just in case. Like, all of the reports and the predictions were like, it's going to be 70 and it's going to be great. And I was like, okay, that's nice. If I'm adapted to heat, it's not going to hurt me in 70-degree weather. And so that was kind of my plan from about a couple of months ago. I started doing some of that more regularly just to get prepared. But in terms of like actual hydration and stuff, I use my typical mix in my bottles. And I added an extra like sodium pouch in the pit area. And so what I had Jess do was mix it like every third lap. I took like 1,000 milligram shot essentially.
Oh, I saw you take a swig of something and you had a reaction. That looked like it was nasty.
It was like taking a drink of ocean water. Yeah, it was bad. But it worked. Like the lap before that, when I told her to do it, I had like cramped a little bit in like my hamstring, and I was like, I need more salt. Like I'm losing stuff, and I can tell. And so I told her to mix it, and like I was fine. And like every third lap or so, I just did one of those quick and got an extra like 800 to 900 milligrams of salt, and just like was good to go. So
we also talked after Georgia about like slight injury that you had. How was it bouncing back to that? Did you come back as quick as you expected?
It was a little bit slower than I would have liked. I was out for about 2 weeks, like no running, and I could like barely bike. It was like essentially just like rotate the pedals, not like actually cardio. So that kind of sucked. But once I was able to get back, like you're not going to lose really any fitness in that time period. So it was just a matter of like getting back to like, okay, we're back. Like this is the gate, like get back to normal, like that kind of stuff. And so I think in the grand scheme of things, it didn't affect anything. Would I have lost a couple of bigger training days in there? Probably, but I don't think it really set me back too much.
Money was already in the bank, so to speak. Yeah,
exactly.
So summarizing, just final thoughts on World Toughest Mudder 2025. They've announced that Worlds will be returning here for 2026 and 2027. Thoughts on that too?
Yeah, I think it's a great move. I mean, you saw on the registrations and the number of participants compared to the last couple of years that it was way up. And I think that's great for Tough Mudder as a whole, and even OCR as a whole. It's booming over here in Europe, and I think that it's great to get. I think if it stays here and people know that, like some of the other big name European athletes might throw their name in the hat too, which I think would be fantastic. Like I know Morzine is in 4 days or whatever now, but like whether that stays where it is or it moves to a different weekend or something, maybe some of those guys even come over, which would be cool. So I think it's a great move to keep it over here. Like I said, with the turnout and the innovation team that TM has in the UK, I think that's a great move. Hoping to be back. That would be the goal, but we'll see. Life has its way of throwing wrenches into plans. So the plan would be to come back, but no guarantees at the moment. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on winning World's Toughest Mudder, and thanks for taking the time to talk to me, Judd.
Of course. Thank you very much.
Cory Edwards, Rye Grand, Ohio.
How was World's Toughest Mudder this year?
It was awesome. It's always great. Got 75 miles, so I'm super happy.
Was that your goal for this year?
Goal was actually 80 miles, and I really wanted to place in my age group. Fell a little bit short, but I'm still happy with the conditions and everything. So.
Absolutely. And then what did you think about the course that they've set up for you guys?
I thought the course was really good. It seemed the right amount of running, a little bit of woods running, a little bit of open field, and the obstacles seemed placed really well.
What obstacles were you looking forward to, and which ones were you dreading?
The biggest dread was definitely the Lucifer's luggage, the sandbag carry uphill. I really enjoyed Block Ness.
Enjoyed it?
Yeah. I don't know. It was different than the U.S.'s Block Ness. It seemed like a little bit more difficult, but it seemed like running and then jumping into that water. It just was kind of enough to slow down a little, get a little cool, and then take back off. So I really enjoyed that part.
What did you think about the differences with Everest?
The first time I went up with no help, but then after that, since the guys were there, I got help every time. But it was actually more traction on this than ours, I think. So I feel like I probably could have done it by myself a lot more than what I did.
But you don't need to.
Yeah, if you don't need to, if there's somebody there, just try to conserve as much energy as possible. But it was totally a lot different from ours, though.
Yeah, it was almost like shorter, but the reach was longer once you're at the top.
Right, yeah.
What were your thoughts on them opening up Killer Gorilla at midnight?
It was pretty devastating because, we just came through, me and a couple people came through at like 11:30 and Giles was standing there and he just lit the hill up and we were like, what the hell is this?
I wish I was there for that.
Yeah, and it was just because we did the hill for the sandbag carry and going up the other hills to Stairway and then just another hill with the maze that just never stopped. It sucked.
Yeah. So how many World's Toughest Mudders is this for you now?
So this is number 5 in a row.
I know it's the day after, but if you were to measure in terms of difficulty, where would you put this one?
That I've done, I would say I would put Texas as the hardest just because the penalties were so long and devastating. Because the year I did that one, I remember I got 77 miles, but it was only actually 65 or something. So I had literally 12 miles in penalties.
Was that the year with the...
Yeah, grappler. Yes, yep, grappler and operation and everything. But yeah. So it was a difficult course, and the heat obviously played a little bit of a factor, but overall it was great.
Were you panicked at all about how hot it was going to be? What was your nutrition plan, and was that affected at all?
I wasn't panicked because where I live in Ohio, it's been mid-90s and really humid. But I feel like I went out a little too hot, and I was doing maybe a little bit too many carbs early on. I kind of had some GI issues within the first few hours, but I think I wasn't getting enough fluid and maybe too many carbs, and I didn't quite adjust quick enough. So it kind of hurt me early on, but once it got night and cooled down, I got some calories in, I felt a lot better. So.
Who did you have for pit crew? Because I know Mappy Davis, I think, was a potential person. I think you found someone else for him.
Yeah, so whenever I talked to Matt, I said, hey, I'm coming by myself. I don't have any pit. Could you heat up some potatoes and do some stuff for me? He's like, oh yeah, that'll give me something to do, whatever. Well, when I got here, my friend Kelly Glynn, she had 6 people, her family, and one of her best friends, and they actually helped me and really came to bat for me, so it was a big deal.
I had a chance to talk to them for a good portion of the night. They seemed like awesome people, but they did a good job?
Oh yeah. Every lap I came through, they had anything I needed. I definitely wouldn't have got 75 without them, so super grateful.
Yeah, I bet. What are your thoughts on World's Toughest Mudder staying here for another 2 years at Beavercast?
At first I was like, oh man, that kind of sucks because I like when it moves around, but then when Giles talks saying, they could only improve on it here, it's kind of a good hope, that maybe it'll be even better next year. So, I'll probably try to definitely come back next year. So,
I also like that he announced, hey, you guys had a great team over in the U.S. It's probably not the case anymore. We're trying to become that, and we need your help, the community. I want you to rally around too, and I think they're really getting off on the right foot. So, first, off to a great start for them.
Yeah, for sure. And then, one thing, at one point, in the night, I was out there and jumped on Block Ness, and Giles jumped in right behind me. So he was running part of the course, doing some of the obstacles. And, that's a big deal, He's out there seeing what people are saying, how people are thinking about it. So, I really respect that.
You know who you wouldn't see out there? Will Dean.
Right, yeah. So, mad props to Giles for doing that. So.
And then how do you feel that they did with the brunch? It was outside. There's not much air conditioning out here anyway, but the food was good?
Yeah, the food wasn't bad. There was no egg. When me and your wife, Katelyn, got through the line, there was no eggs or anything. So some of it was a little lacking, but overall it wasn't bad.
And then final thoughts on World's Toughest Mudder this year and your potential intent to return in the future?
My goal was 80, but I got 75. When I hit that 75, I was like, I'm happy. I had enough time I could have went out, but I don't know if I would have finished another lap. So overall, it's been a great experience, and I'll definitely... the community always brings you back every year. You know what I mean? It's like when you're out there, everybody's encouraging everybody. Everybody's helping everyone. There's just no other weekend like this ever. So.
And then also, last thing, a reminder to people that there's the event, but the event continues with the brunch and the bar crawl, right? Get your ass here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Everybody should come out and just interact, be social. It's just, some of these people, like I've said before, you only see them once a year. So you want to make the most of that time.
Well, great seeing you as always, Cory. Well done on the silver bib.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate you, Mike. Good seeing you out there.
James Golisano, New Hampshire, over the pond.
Abby Pires from Eagle River, Wisconsin.
Featuring the food in her mouth. And how was your World's Toughest Mudder this year?
All said and done, it was great for what I was able to physically bring into it.
Real quick on that, talk about your shoulder and everything that you had to go through.
I had shoulder surgery a little under 4 months ago, so I'm still recovering from it. I may not have been supposed to be here, but, what the doctors don't know doesn't hurt them, so...
But it might hurt you. Hope that recovery continues to go well. How did your World's Toughest go this year?
Yes and no. I have some problems with my AT band right now, so that started up in lap 2, and that kind of gradually increased and got worse and worse throughout the race, and that was really my only limiting factor. I know a lot of people were complaining about the heat, but that didn't affect me. I felt phenomenal. My stamina was incredible. I got 40 miles by midnight, and I could have kept going. Like, I was kind of getting excited about what my goal, what I was going to achieve, but after that, my knee was like, no, we can't even, we need to adjust how we run now. Like, painkillers weren't cutting it anymore. Started adjusting my gait, my pace. That helped for a little bit, and then I had to move to speed walking, which didn't hurt, and then eventually speed walking hurt, and then it turned into hobbling, and I quickly lost my goal.
I'm surprised the heat didn't, being from Wisconsin, right?
Yeah.
Famously known for being, not this.
I don't know what happened, and I've been trying to figure it out. I didn't realize the heat was such a big problem for everyone on course. I was completely oblivious. Yeah. I mean, I felt that it was getting warmer, but I was like, I'll just hydrate better. Like, I don't know. And it was fine. I felt great. And then it started getting cooler, and I felt even better. We had just come from a random heat wave in Wisconsin of 90 degrees for a week. Yeah, you guys too, right?
It was up to 197.
Yeah. Yeah, in your own sweat. Sweat and tears.
So what did you think about the course this year? You've done a lot. You've been doing them since 2017, right? So how does this stack up, would you say?
In 8 years of World's Toughest Mudders, now for me, I actually think I might have enjoyed this one the most. I think that their build quality and their attention to detail was off the charts.
Yeah, I mean, this was the first time it's ever been in the UK, so they have to impress everybody, and I thought they did a great job. What did you think of the course?
Same. I loved the terrain. I loved it. There were hills, but I didn't think they were super intense. It wasn't flat. It was just enough to add some fun variety. The obstacles were super intentional. They were safe. They were creative. I think some of them weren't as hard as the States, but it was good. It wasn't unachievable for a lot of people, but it wasn't enough to make them this is boring. It was overall a very well-balanced race. Volunteers were on point all night long. They were attentive. They held everybody accountable to the penalties, but they didn't do it in you have to do this kind of way. They made it super fun. They were joking around, encouraging. They were very, very engaged. And it was all around one of the best races I've ever ran.
Love it. And what did you think about the balance of the penalties to the obstacles?
I'm just happy that I didn't have to sit on those bouncy balls at all, because they finally put it at a obstacle that I could dominate every time. A simple a balance beam, which is great for those of us with good balance. And it was good to see that there was a lot of nice locations. So a lot of nice obstacles that were achievable by some, not achievable by all, and then the penalties were balanced out nicely for those people.
How did you feel about the penalties out there?
They were fun. The tying knots, the teacups, that was cute, I kind of laughed at first because I'm really, we have to fill up teacups? But you know what? That was one of the most fun ones because it got everybody laughing. It got everybody out of their heads. There was another racer and I that actually brought a frog over from Chunky Monkey out of the water. He'd been there all night long. An actual frog. There's a picture somewhere. Someone's got a picture of me holding the frog up in the middle of the night. And we brought him over to the teacups and he was filling the teacups with us. And then we brought him back to the water.
That frog is going to have stories to tell, huh?
He is. World's toughest mudder frog.
Speaking of stories, a little bird told me something about a dirty brown bib this year.
I got 55... Oh, wait, which story am I supposed to tell? Oh, no.
You seemed really proud, so talk about that one first.
I was really proud. That's why the other story happened. No, I got 55 miles this year. I got 50 last year, which I didn't expect, so that was really cool for my first Worlds. 55 miles this year is also just as awesome. What happened is I had a little misunderstanding about how the bib system worked.
Okay.
So we finished our 10th lap. James and I ended up getting caught up at the same pace towards the end. We finished our 10th lap. you cross over, and, they give you your 50 bib, right? And then she goes to put it on me, and I'm like, no, I'm not putting the 50 on. I said, I'm coming back for my dirty brown bib. I'm going out for another lap. And he grabs the bib for me. I didn't know. He grabs the bib for me, and I told him, put it in the pit. He listened. He did what he was told. We go out for another lap, and I'm like, now I'm done. My race is complete. And I'm like, so she, handed her a timing chip, and she goes, okay, just around the corner, there's your medals and your headband and your T-shirt, yada, yada. And I'm like, thank you. And then she turns around, and I go, excuse me. I said, I think there's another bib I'm supposed to get. My dirty brown? And she goes, you're what? She goes, for 55, she goes, you have to go out for another lap. And I said, no, I just did that. And I said, I'm supposed to get another bib. And she's like, a dirty brown. And she turns to Giles and goes, are we missing a 55 bib? And he's like, there's no 55 bib. And then James goes, Abby, I didn't know. So that's why this one is...
It is very sparkly. James, thank you so much for having me ask that question, because that was a wonderful story. That is 100% something that would happen to my wife. and I am here for it.
Hopefully it will happen to her next season or next Worlds for her.
I will say, she woke up and she's like, do you think I could do 50? And I'm like, absolutely, I think you do. So it's too soon to tell. She may be back. But I guess summarizing, how just end of the event, the brunch, the bar crawl and everything, how was this year in summary?
Well, I mean, this year is still halfway through. It's so strange to have a World's Toughest Mudder in this month, and halfway through the year. We're not even finished with the Holy Grail yet. So yeah, it's really, it doesn't feel like the end of anything right now. But the end of Worlds, it feels sad because, I'm always sad at the end of Worlds. It's a lot of friends that come together from across the globe. And it's just always a bummer to see that happen.
Big highs have big lows. So same question for you, the end of World's Toughest Mudder, and then I have a follow-up question.
So I was a little bit worried about post-race depression, because that always happens. And I really wasn't sure what my goal was after this, because this is the pinnacle race. This is it, and it's right in the middle of the season. So I've been kind of trying to pick everybody else's brains, like all the other racers. What are you going to do next? And I didn't quite get an idea until...
I saw your name on a list.
My name...
On a good list.
Yes. Yep. I didn't know my name was on a list. I'm currently the female leader for the Holy Grail Championship this year, and I'm leading by 14 miles. So my decision was made right then and there. I'm going to do Infinity Chicago in August. So I have 2 months to get ready for that, and then I'm going to do Tough Mudder Colorado Toughest in September and try to do that. So, sorry. Yeah, I know. So I have a goal with that now. So I think I'm going to try to get that and get my Holy Grail and figure out what next year is.
Perfect. You answered my question without even me needing to ask it. Great seeing you guys. Enjoy the rest of the bar crawl.
Thanks, Mike.
Perfect.
I'm Kai from Middlesbrough, England in Yorkshire.
How was World's Toughest Mudder for you?
I really, really enjoyed it. It was my first volunteer shift, and I'm planning to volunteer again next year, and I want to run the year after.
Oh yeah, okay, awesome. What do you? What would you be shooting for a mileage goal? I know it's in 2 years, but
I'd be happy with even just 25. I don't know. I'd be happy just to get out on course, just to be a part of it and experience it for myself.
Yeah, no, it's great. You also said something else impressive, too. How many pints did you have when we first met?
I had 10 pints that night. I was then pit crew on the Saturday morning. I woke up at 6:55, went straight to the pit. I was pit crew from 12 till 12, and then I worked from 12 to 10 being a volley. Went back to the camp, had 3 hours sleep, and drank 5 pints that night.
You have a massive beer, was it ABK? How many pints are you on now?
It's house cider.
Cider, okay.
It's my second Stein. A Stein is 2 pints.
Okay.
So a pint is 568 millilitres. So 2 of them. Which
well done.
1,136 millilitres.
Jesus, okay. Well, I guess that makes you guys are much better able to do the conversion. We Americans cannot, because there's no rhyme or reason. We just throw shit at a board. We're like, yeah, 32 in this, 4 in that, 16 in that. And you're like, yeah, tens, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. So how has it felt with World's Toughest Mudder coming to the UK and all of us foreigners coming into space now?
Well, I've been wanting to go to Worlds for the last few years now, but with it being in America, I just haven't had the money to do it. And now that's in the UK, I'm finally here, and Tough Mudder is like a feeling like no other, but Worlds, oh my God, to see the runners coming through, and especially on my volley shift, to see the same runners coming through time and time again, to see them progressively getting more muddy, more wet, more exhausted and tired, but some of them were still going so strong, and it was an absolutely amazing feeling just to be a part of the crew there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Will Hicks, our boss for the OCR report, wanted me to ask you about the pyramids and sound.
Yeah, I was telling him earlier about a theory that the Egyptians used treated sound waves to... So what they would do is they would... I don't know how exactly they did it, but they would use sound waves to make the blocks levitate to then transport them easier.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And your interest in sound is also because you want to be a sound engineer, right?
I want to be a sound technician. As interested as I am in being an engineer, I'm really fascinated by sound, setting up sound systems in general. So I'd like to be a sound technician for work.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. It'd be cool to set up like a... In World Toughest Mudder in previous years, we had something called Coach's Corner. I don't know if you've heard of that, but it's basically like a party on course.
That was one of the reasons I wanted to go to America, was just to be in Coach's Corner. I've actually got a pair of Coach shorts. Hey. I've got a pair of Coach shorts.
Hell yeah. I was actually about to say that. So I plan to have an interview with Giles, and we'll talk more about like the pros and cons with the event they put on this weekend, which, spoiler alert, I have a lot of really good things to say about it. But I think it could do with like some sort of like European flavor, like a Euro rave or something. I think that'd be really interesting.
Well, here in the UK, we're known for not only inventing happy hardcore, but we're also known for inventing drum and bass.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't realize that. That's good to know. Then what was the song that was played at the start? It seemed like everyone was singing along to it. I can't remember the name.
Freed from Desire.
Yes.
Yeah, that is a UK all-time favourite, classic. No matter where you go in the UK, I'm certain everyone has heard that song here. That is definitely a sesh favourite. That
one of the few complaints I had with coming to England for the first time was like, there's a lot of American stuff, a lot of American music, a lot of American this, a lot of American that. That song is fantastic.
Yeah. Freed from Desire, a party song from my childhood. It's a party song from my childhood that every party you go to, if they don't have that on, it's not going to be a good party.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to add that to my mixtape. That's going to happen. And then also describe the shirt that you're rocking, because it's awesome.
I'm wearing a pink shirt with rubber duckies on it because I put 1,000 rubber duckies and pigs into Rat Frost over the course of the Tough Mudder.
Okay,
yeah.
I saw some of those in there.
Yeah, I was the one who put them there.
Was that part of the plan, or you just like, hey, I brought these, do you want to use them?
Well, I had the shirt before we bought the ducks.
Yeah.
And then, we bought the ducks specifically to put them in an obstacle. And we were worried that Tough Mudder HQ wasn't going to let us put them in there. So we just asked the volunteers instead. And they said, yeah, go for it.
That's so funny, because I was talking to Team HQ, and they're like, we don't like surprises. So I'd love to talk to them, because I didn't know that was part of the plan. That's absolutely hilarious. I guess final thoughts is like, we've done the brunch, we've done the World Toughest Mudder, we've done the bar crawl. I guess, what are your feelings on the fact that this has happened and the fact that it's going to be happening here for the next 2 years?
I'm excited, not only because, one, I'll get to be a part of it 2 more times at least, but now my aim is to run it, so I'm actually going to get to run World's Toughest Mudder for myself and not just hear about it and see videos of it. Also, I don't think the mudder bug's a thing. I think it's more like a mudder parasite. Either I'm going to kill the course or the course is going to kill me.
I like that. Awesome. Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to me. Enjoy the rest of your 2 pints here, and I'll see you around.
Right, it's been a pleasure to meet you.
Kelly Glynn. I'm living in Durango, Colorado.
And how was your World Toughest Mudder this year?
It was amazing. Pretty uncomfortable at times, but such a beautiful course. I ended up with 80 miles, which I was hoping for that. My team had to push me to go out there for the last 5 miles, but I'm so psyched that I went out and finished it. And overall feeling really good.
You crushed it. I mean, I believe the proper English term was you had an army in your pit crew. So many people there. Talk to me. Who was your pit crew this year?
So my good friend Izzy from, yeah. She's the best. She's never been in the pit, never been to one of these events before, but she absolutely crushed it. Yeah. Was on top of it the whole night. Some of my family was here as well, and she just directed them and delegated and did a great job. Yeah.
4 family members?
Yeah, they all kind of planned their vacations around being at the race, so it was nice.
The only family member of mine that gives a shit is my grandfather, so there's that. But no, I think that's super cool. So do you think they enjoyed their experience?
Oh, they were exhausted, but they had so much fun. Yeah, they loved the excitement, just the being in the pit. Like, I was shocked that my dad was able to stay up all night, but he was just wired. Yeah, so excited by it all.
Exciting event, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on the obstacles closing and opening throughout the course? Killer Gorilla.
Oh, Killer Gorilla. Yeah, that was a surprise. I like hills. I did not mind that. Or walking up and down a couple hills. The rest of them, no, I mean, a couple of them changed a little bit over the course of the night, but it sounded like
Rat Frost went safer.
Yes. Yeah, Rat Frost got safer, and then Pyramid Scheme changed from the net to the ropes. Yeah, because I think.
What did you think was easier? Because some people said that it was easier without the net, and I heard most people say it's easier with the net.
It's just two entirely different motions. So I think they both would have gotten tiring. The upper body required for when it's just the net, when it's just the rope is exhausting. But with the net, it was nice to push up with my legs and use them in a different way. I don't know.
And then some differences with OCR or Tough Mudder in the UK is Block Ness Monster and Everest.
Yeah, Block Ness Monster. So in the US, I can normally jump up and do it on my own. Here, it wasn't so much the size of the blocks, it was the depth. The water seems deeper, I think. Or maybe the blocks are a little bit bigger, too. You think both? Okay. So I I needed help with that. Yeah, I couldn't do them on my own anymore. So I needed to rely on people.
And then Everest, people are saying there was more traction to it. It seemed shorter.
Ooh, it seemed shorter. Yeah, it seemed shorter, but the reach at the top was further. Yeah, but there were people there the entire time except for my very last lap.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so I did the penalty for that one, which was actually pretty exhausting. Like, carry.
A net or like a mat? It was a type.
Yeah, it was like two heavy mats that you carry. Like, you got to drag them. They have no good way to grip them, and you drag them up and down a hill.
Oh.
Yeah.
It should be a good punishment for missing that one, so that's kind of fair.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your last lap, because I saw you on your second to last lap. You didn't want to go out because you had a pain in your leg, which it's one thing to have a pain, but it's another thing to have a pain that you've never felt before. So talk me through that.
Yeah, it was just really horrible pain in my feet that I hadn't felt before, and really the fronts of my shins.
Yeah.
So probably just some shin splint stuff, but I hadn't experienced that before.
Yeah.
So it was really, really, really painful, and I felt like I'd pushed through it for so long.
Yeah.
That when I hit 75 and it was after 9 a.m., I was like, should I kind of want to stop, but I had plenty of time to go out for 80, so went out with the intention of doing just a walking lap, and ended up jogging a lot of it just to get done faster.
No, I can imagine. And so in order to get that last lap, was there any reason for the leaderboard, or was it because you wanted to hit your goal? What was the determining factor to push yourself out there?
It was more so I knew it wasn't going to change the leaderboard by that much. I don't know, maybe a place, but I wanted to hit 80, mostly because I had done 80 once before, so I knew I have it in me.
I mean, Dirty Silver is pretty solid.
Yeah.
A lot of women can do that too, and you crushed. What are your thoughts on World Surface Mudder returning here for the next 2 years?
I was surprised that it's the next 2 years. Yeah. But I think it's a beautiful venue. It really is. The course, it's so tough on your feet. I think the fields and the earth is so hard and uneven. And I've done a good amount of, I'm decent at technical trail running, and I run on hard surfaces, but something about this particular terrain really hurt.
So I was talking to a lot of people about that too, because didn't want to complain about it in front of runners, but like my feet were killing me, and I only did like 25 miles doing what I was doing. And I heard that they've had so little rain lately that the earth it's never that hard. So I think that won't be a factor in years to come. But who knows what the weather's going to be like, because no one expected this horrendous heat.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to coming back and having it be a little bit muddier. Honestly, the heat itself didn't really bother me. I think that worked out better for me. I didn't have to put a wetsuit on at night, which was wonderful. It's just not to have to do that gear change. And yeah.
But even if it is going to be super hot, for those listening, bring your wetsuit anyway. Just bring something anyway, just in case. Yeah.
I had the neoprene ready. Yeah. I figured I would have to use it, but it was just great with a windbreaker.
Yeah. And then I guess final thoughts as the bar crawl everything starts to come to an end. World Toughest Mudder 2025.
Oh, final thoughts in general? Yeah. I thought the venue was absolutely incredible. It was so much fun to come here and meet so many new people from the UK.
We're the foreigners.
I know. It was so fun. This is my first time doing any sort of a race outside of the country, first time being to the UK, so it was such a good excuse to come here, and I'll likely come back for the next one.
Also, my wife wanted me to thank you for every time you saw her, she said you would go up and give her a hug, and that meant a lot to her. So thank you for that. Congratulations on kicking ass, and thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
Yeah, thanks, and I'm so proud of Katelyn, too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My name is Sue. I'm originally from Streatley, St. Coldfield, England, but I've been living in New Hampshire for 25 years.
Awesome. So welcome back.
Thank you. No, it's great to be back.
Yeah. How was your World Toughest Mudder experience? What were you here doing?
So I joined the pit crew with my husband and his buddies, and my husband's done many Tough Mudders, but I've never actually participated. I think I wanted to come back just because I wanted to come back and visit my family and have a holiday, but it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
But at 51, it was kind of tough to sleep on the floor. I have to admit.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair. And I mean, this is like the Super Bowl of turf. Oh, I should say the World Cup of Tough Mudder. Had to change that recently.
Yeah.
Of Tough Mudder. How did it feel? Oh, looks like you have more.
Oh my God, what's that? Oh, nice. No, what is that? Is that mine?
You drink.
Is that mine?
You're in Britain.
He gave me a shot.
Just drink it.
He gave me a fucking shot.
Do you know what it is? Is it
no,
Okay, don't ask.
What's that smell like to you?
Smells delicious.
It does. You want some?
No, I do not.
I don't know what the fuck that was, but it was pretty good. Yeah. It was pretty good. Great. Thanks, man.
Welcome to Britain.
Don't know.
Oh, I need closure, okay?
What was it?
He doesn't know.
Oh, fucking A.
Someone knows. We'll get that answer to you later.
So, no, I mean, what was the question?
How was your experience at the World Cup? Did you feel like the energy?
Oh, definitely. The only thing I didn't like was the 24-hour dance party, because it's like what's that Eagles song? You can go, but you cannot leave, or something.
Oh,
what's that? Yeah, you can check out, but you can't leave.
But you can never leave.
That's what it was like. It was like a 24-hour dance party that you can't leave. It was like the bougiest refugee camp I've ever been to.
Talk to me about that again.
Oh my God, it was so funny. I took photos of people and all this shit, and I just walked around taking photos, and I felt like, this is so bougie, and it's like a refugee camp because everyone's pulled their hoodies in, and they're all sitting so like they've been there for 2 weeks, and they've only been there for a fucking day. Can I swear?
No, you're right. No, yeah.
Fucking swear.
Yeah.
It's true.
Funny, yeah.
It was. So I'm walking around, I'm seeing people, they look like, they've been deported and sent to a different country for weeks and weeks, and no, they're not. And it's so bougie because all their shit is $800 worth of shit.
You're not wrong. It can't be an expensive sport.
It is an expensive sport.
But these refugee athletes, as you call them, put in some crazy mileage. So what are your thoughts on people getting
it's insane.
110?
It's insane because I used to be I'm not fit now, but I used to be fitter as a kid. And now I'm if you see me run, you should fucking run. That's what I'm at right now. But it's amazing. The amount of work and dedication these people have is insane.
Yeah. And that includes your husband too.
It does. I mean, our kids are older. I'm 51. He's 56. So our kids are 21, 24. You don't need to be around for your kids when they're that old. So he can pretty much do what he wants.
Yeah.
And he'll we live in New Hampshire, and he'll drive down to Philadelphia or Iowa or wherever the fuck he goes.
Yeah.
And it's why not? And I'm not against what he does, but I never really connected with it until I came here.
Yeah. To be fair, Tough Mudder is great, but not all Tough Mudders are this great. But regardless, he got 50 miles on a recently operated hip, right?
Yeah, so he had hip surgery in I think January. He had a 4-inch tear in his, what's that word? Labia? I don't know. Labia? I was thinking it's a rude word like vagina. He had a 4-inch tear in his vagina.
What is it? I can't.
Labia. It is labia. It is labia. But doesn't it sound like a rude fucking word?
That's labia's your vagina. It's
no, but he had a 4-inch tear in his labia. That's what he had.
Maybe it's okay.
No, we can ask him right now. He had a 4-inch tear in his.
Kevin. What?
Did you have a 4-inch tear in your labia? Your vagina?
I think it's called the septum or something.
No. Labia.
No, it's not a labia. No, it's definitely not labia.
Oh, what's that word you use? I know septum is not the word.
Okay.
It was an L word.
Labrum.
You kept telling me that he tore his labia.
Nope. No. In his shoulder? Or his elbow?
I said septum. It's not. That's not right. It's
I'm sorry.
labrum.
See,
you got one in the hip.
I told you I'd be good.
It's another ball. It's another ball joint.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's not your balls. It's the ball joint.
Oh my, isn't that funny?
Tore his labrum.
Yes.
Labrum. Which was horrible. Bring the mood down.
But he overtrains and I don't know. These Tough Mudders are fucking idiots sometimes. I feel like they overtrain and they overwork and they don't appreciate rest days. I love a good rest day. Who doesn't love a good rest day?
It's good, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And then I guess just final thoughts on the overall weekend, the bar crawl and everything. How has it felt to first meet the community, I guess, and people's
It's kind of fun. I knew some of the people coming in because of my husband. I knew some of his close friends. But pub crawl means you go from place to place. This is but somebody said, no, this isn't a pub crawl. It's you go from the event and you crawl to the pub because you can't walk, because you have that what's that walk? You have the yes, the shuffle. You have the shuffle.
Yeah.
So that's what the pub crawl is to me. It's like a pub crawl. It goes from pub to pub to pub.
Yeah.
But no, it's been fun. I've met a lot of fun people here from all over the world, and it's just kind of fun. It's just the spirit is there. I mean, I don't think it matters what you're into. You could be into Star Wars, Harry Potter, OCR, disc golf. It doesn't fucking matter what you're into. But you meet those people and you meet a connection and you just have a common ground. Yeah. It's awesome. Yep. And I don't run. If you see me running, please run.
Right, yeah.
But it's a group of good people having fun, doing quite insane things. Yeah. Because I can't imagine running 10 miles, let alone 50, let alone 100. Yeah. I mean, I could drive it.
Yeah.
In America, it would take me an hour. In England, it would take me 4 hours. But
speed cameras everywhere here.
Oh my God, what the fuck? And our car beeps every time we go mile over. It's 30 and it goes ding, ding, ding. Oh my God, what the fuck?
It's very interesting because in America, the cultural differences. When you type it in the GPS, how long it's going to take to get there?
Yes,
as an American,
you trust it.
Not only that, it's your job to beat that time.
Right. I don't know about that. I've never heard that. But
okay.
But if you go on a 2-hour drive, it's a 2-hour drive. Yeah. Here, you put in GPS, it says 2 hours. It's really 4 or 3.5 because it's never a 4-hour fucking drive.
Yeah, looking forward to that as I go to the airport tomorrow. But also, how do you think you'll return here in the next couple of years since it's going to be back in?
Well, it's interesting because, of course, now it's here for the next couple of years. Obviously, they had a 3-year contract. And I joke, my friend called me after the, she just so happened to call me right after the ceremony this morning, right after the awards. And I was just talking to her, and she's in America. And she runs. She's done one Tough Mudder, but she does run. Yeah. And I said, well, you know what? Maybe I'll come back in 2027 and I'll run it. And I said, why don't you run it? And she's like, okay, I'll run it if you run it. And then she's like, what the fuck have I signed up for? And I said nothing because I probably won't run it. But you never know, right? I'm in that age group. I'm 51. I'm 51. What do I have to run? 40 miles? I don't know. I could walk that. I could walk it.
My wife did World Surface Moto for the first time this year. She got 40 miles.
Exactly. So like I could get
stories for the rest of your life.
When you're in my age group, you can probably podium and not do much.
I don't know. There's some crazy people.
There was some crazy people. But you know what I mean, though. I mean, as you get older, it's kind of funny because like you think, okay, the main crowd is probably in their 30s and 40s, but they're soon going to be in their 50s and 60s.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So as it goes through, you're going to get the older community.
Yeah.
But right now, it feels so new or so like, I don't know, that people aren't really running it in their 50s and 60s.
Yeah, fair enough. It's tricky. There's
You know what I mean? It's like Ninja Warrior. My husband does Ninja Warrior back in the States.
Yep.
And he does all these obstacle things. And when you see the older people who are in their 50s and 60s, there's like one contestant, two contestants.
Yeah,
and I'm like, and they get like one obstacle in and then they fail. And I'm like, maybe I could do two. And I don't even have to train. But you know what I mean? It's like it's not an impossible thing.
Yeah.
Tough Mudder is a little different. 5 miles, I can't run 5 miles, but I can walk 5 miles.
Yeah. Well, train for her. And she said she's going to be competing in 2027. So
there you go.
Let's get her ready.
I made a deal with my friend Sally, so yeah, we're gonna do that.
Awesome. Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to me, and thanks for coming out and enjoying the community.
It's so much fun. Thank you so much, my friend.
Nailed it.
Hey, man, I'm Sue. This
right.
is I forget your name.
Mike.
Mike.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet
Mike
you.
has a mic.
Mike with the mic.
Mike with the
You
mic.
can't forget it now.
Seriously.
You can't forget it now. All right.
Seriously.
Just make sure you're holding it from here. Don't touch down here.
Don't touch down here.
There we go.
All right, so this is Sue. I'm originally from England, Sutton Coldfield, Birmingham area, and I live in New Hampshire, but I'm interviewing Mike
with the mic.
with the Obstacle Running Adventures. He's the Mike with the mic, and we're talking about Tough Mudder 2025 in Grantham, New Hampshire. I come from New Hampshire. Okay, I'm a little drunk. Whatever. Grantham, England. England. I live in New England.
Old England. Original.
Anyway, so
Authentic, yeah.
so Mike, what got you into this in the first place?
Obstacle course racing. I saw this race back in 2012, and I said, this looks scary as shit. I sent it to my best friend. I said, hey, you should do this. He said, only if you do it. So we did it together. First obstacle, I went in the mud. Something primal. I'm like, oh, this is fucking cool. And since then, I just did a whole bunch of that. It got me off the couch, helped with my mental health. I had a more balanced video game playing time, and I just loved it. Yeah.
So which one did you start with?
It was a Spartan Sprint in 2012, Amesbury, in Massachusetts.
Oh, Massachusetts, no shit. I live in New Hampshire, so we're very close. Yes, we're very close. Yes. So that was 2012. So what else did you do? Did you do more?
Yeah, I did. I didn't do another one for a year. I did another Spartan race in the same place with my wife in 2023, 2013.
It was kind of flat though, wasn't it?
There's one big hill, but the
Okay.
rest of it's pretty flat.
Okay.
They're not allowed to use that course anymore because Spartan went on land that was protected, and then there's a whole thing. I don't know if people know that. But yeah, and so then 2014 I started doing a bunch. 2015 I did more, but I was a broke college student, so I could only do so many. But the sport was huge. Every weekend was another event. It was a whole different time back then.
That's really cool. So what got you into podcasting and talking to people and interviewing them?
Yeah, I mean, the sport did a lot for me, for my mental health, so I figured, like, what can I do to pay it forward? I'm never going to be an elite athlete. I can cheer people on course. I do all these other things, but what can I do to reach more people? And so I created this podcast originally as a time capsule in, like, 2017 of, like, let's get together, talk about our adventures. And so, like, when we're 80-year-old, we can listen to it and be like, oh, I remember when we did this. It's crazy. Let's go listen to that and relive the experience. And since then, I'm like, you know what? I was drunk at a wedding, and I'm like, I bet I could drive to Citi Field. I bet I could drive to Citi Field and interview the elites. So I started doing that. I realized, you know what? They're amazing, but they're people just like us.
They're amazing. Really cool. I mean, well, they're like us, but they run 100 miles. Do you run 100 miles?
No, I do not.
I drive 100 miles. It might take a while, but I drive it.
There we go. Yeah, and so I figured I'll put more of like a spotlight on them, and so people could realize how awesome they are. And being from the Northeast, there's not as much media there, so I became the Northeast person. Eventually working to become the United States person, since Matt B. Davis is dropping out with Obstacle Racing Media, and eventually I'd like to be one of the top 5 worldwide people.
So you're from Massachusetts?
Yes. Yep.
What part?
Taunton.
What's that near?
It's near Fall River, New Bedford.
Oh,
it's
yes.
It's basically between Boston and Providence, Rhode
Yes,
Island.
I know that.
Yeah.
We're from New Hampshire. I kind of know the area.
Yeah. Where in New Hampshire are you?
We live in Swansea. It's near Keene. It's like West End. It's by Vermont. I work in Vermont. Oh, where did you get drunk in Keene?
Pumpkin Fest.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Which one?
Oh God, what year was that? My friend was.
Because they canceled it because there was a riot.
Yes, the year before that riot.
The year before the
and the
riot.
year before that, and the year before that, I was almost there for the riot, but I was doing an obstacle course race, so I missed it, and I found out there was a riot, and my friend almost got arrested, and there were helicopters, and shit got crazy.
Oh my shit! They've recently reinstated it.
Okay.
But it's like a daytime thing. They don't go very late.
Yeah.
They stopped it. They don't do as much pumpkins as they did before.
Yeah, it was great.
It was a very cool event.
All for kids during the day, and then the sun went down, and the heathens, like myself, came out and partied, and yeah.
Well, yeah, they said it was like college students from out of town.
Well, it wasn't me this time. I have an alibi.
This time, wait, what were you doing before then? What was the time?
Yeah, no. All the 3 years previous, I was there, but nothing to cause a riot. I'm not for a riot unless we're laughing because something's a riot.
I'm also here with Hayden, right? Hayden, what do you do?
I run a bar in town.
You run a bar in town. Do you actually run at all?
No, I don't do any sort of running. No.
Have you heard of the Tough Mudder, Hayden?
No, I haven't.
What do you think of this? Like these people taking over this place?
Well, it's nice to meet new people.
Yeah.
You know, basically that's it. It's nice to meet new people.
I know, right? I mean, I agree. No, dude, I agree. It's kind of weird because it's like you meet people, and sometimes you meet people because you have common ground, and sometimes you meet people because the common ground is where you're at. I'm at a bar in Grantham. I'm like, and you're at a bar in Grantham. So you're not involved in the community, but you're here. Whereas there's a bunch of American and British Tough Mudder people taking over the bar.
Yeah, I will say it's refreshing to be the foreigner this time at a World Toughest Mudder.
Yes.
Always been in the United States, and now I get.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and so have you done did you do Atlanta and Vegas and all those ones?
Yeah, I've gone to all of them since 2017.
Yeah.
I missed 2022 because I got married that day.
Oh, what the fuck? You can't get married.
It was the 9-year anniversary of us dating, so we had to pick that day.
Which where were that? What was that location at?
So we got married in New Jersey, but
where was Tough Mudder?
the race was in Alabama. The Atmore, Alabama year.
Oh, Alabama, yes, Alabama. You remember that, Hayden, right?
I've heard of the state.
I know. I don't know much about Alabama either. I don't know. That's really cool. So is your wife here right now?
Yep, she's somewhere over there at the table with all the media team.
Oh, wait, we should get her over here. Come on over here. Katelyn! We're doing an interview. Katelyn! Hello? Come on. Who's the duck guy? Who's the guy in the duck shirt?
Oh my God, you haven't met him yet?
No.
Podcast again, because
you already had him on podcast?
I've interviewed him 3 times already now.
What's his name?
Kai. And he Kai.
Kai.
He drinks like a fish.
Is he like Cobra Kai? I drink like a fish too, man.
I'm British. I drink like a fish.
I drink like a fish. Cobra Kai?
Yeah.
Wait, where's your wife? I want your wife. Go get the fucking wife. No, I'm interviewing him. Come on, get her over here.
Are you interviewing him?
I am. Hey, why not? Why not?
You have to end it in like a minute or two.
Oh my God, it's so much fun. I always thought I should have podcast. It should be like Bougie and the Drunk, but they would have that name already. I'd be the drunk, not the bougie. No, but as a British citizen who lives in America and has come back to Britain, it's so much fun though to see this community.
Yeah.
It really is very fun.
Good.
And the spirit, it's just amazing.
Yeah.
These guys run 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 miles in a weekend. Hayden, what do you think about that?
Not for me.
Not for you, but maybe it's back in Grantham next year. You can do it 2026, 2027. Come on, Hayden.
Random bystander.
Yes. Hayden, I said I was going to run. My best friend called me this morning after our Tough Mudder brunch and the award ceremony, and she called me just because, and we chatted, and I said, I'll come back in 2027 and run it if you run it, and she's like, what the fuck have I signed up for? And I'm like, probably nothing, but you never know. Dude, you can do anything.
Awesome. All right. We do have to end it because the battery's starting to leave, but thank you. Thank you.
But dude, that was fun.
Who's that girl? La 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 la. Who's that girl? Melissa's that girl. La 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 la. Nothing.
Hey.
I don't know if I consent to you publishing me singing.
Okay. Also, I don't think I'm going to air it, but when I ran with you, I recorded it.
Oh.
And so I want to send it to you as motivation.
Okay.
Because, you were upset.
I don't remember what I said.
It's,
probably a lot of self-loathing.
No, you were just I don't know. It was a very sweet moment that we had. You're
Okay.
remember when I said I was okay not getting 75 miles?
I lied.
And I'm like, do you want me to run with you or leave you alone? You're like,
run with me. I do remember.
I got you, girl. Awesome. But name it where you're from.
Melissa Linden, Old Bridge, New Jersey, USA.
How did your World Toughest Mudder go this year?
It was not what I hoped for.
Okay.
It's not the outcome that I wanted.
Right.
But to be fair, it's the outcome that I deserved. I didn't prepare for this Worlds, so it would have been unfair to expect my prepared goal out of a lack of preparation leading up to the event.
To be fair to my friend, Melissa Linden, last year, your goal all throughout the year was World's Toughest Mudder. You only had 6 months for this time, right?
I did, but I had a training plan that I just didn't stick to.
Okay.
And I think if I had stuck to it, we'd be having a different conversation right now.
Fair.
I don't think it was the time at all, because how much time I spend in one training cycle running-wise is not the full year. It's broken up into smaller blocks.
Sure.
So I think 7 months would have been sufficient time for me to at least have any kind of improvement on my mileage for this Worlds, but I didn't stick to my training plan. That's really on me.
One of the things that we talked about, in addition to the expectation that you put on yourself, is the fact that you are worried that you're starting to trend downwards a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you look at most graphs, not all graphs are pretty going straight up like this.
I know.
Sometimes they just, and you can still trend upward, and you're doing really well, so I wouldn't get so down on yourself.
I'm trying, I'm teaching myself to be more gracious with myself. I'm teaching myself to be proud of my finish. Yeah. And I'm teaching myself to see me the way that other people see me.
Yeah.
And I think that if a friend came up to me and told me that they just had the Worlds that I had, I would be like, congratulations.
Right.
I'm so proud of you. What an incredible accomplishment. But I can't say those words to myself because I was expecting more of myself, and I just need to see me the way that other people see me and talk to myself the way I would talk to a friend who just did something really hard.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I guess, what did you think about the course itself?
I liked it for the most part. It was hillier than I was expecting, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, just hillier than I was expecting. And now I know to train, to do a little more hill training. I was rather surprised in a good way with the obstacles, because I think the past few Worlds that I've done, Tough Mudder has liked doing this thing where the obstacles are impossibly hard. And I think
or not changed at all.
Yeah, which I guess I don't mind that as much as the impossibly hard thing, because it's an obstacle course race.
Yeah.
So, I get that there are some people who might not be able to do these obstacles with 100% proficiency, but for the top, whatever percentage of the field, people who are contending for age group and elite podiums, these are people who should be able to get each obstacle at least once.
Yes.
And in past World's Toughest Mudders, they've made some of the obstacles so impossibly hard, like you said, with the banana grips. And sure, there are some incredibly skilled people who were able to get that. But for some people who were in contention for top spots, it was just a race of penalties. And that's not the race that I prefer. So I liked the obstacles this year in that I felt like they were a lot more fair. For a decent amount of people who have some kind of technical proficiency, you could get the obstacles at least once if you failed them as you got tired or as they got slippery, whatever. But I looked at each obstacle and I said, this is within my skill level. And whether I got it or not really depended on how I was feeling at that part of the race. But it was within my skill level, which was a pleasant surprise, and they weren't boring either. Like, the variations on the obstacles were interesting and innovative, so that was a pleasant surprise to me. There were some things about the quality of the event that I really, really appreciated.
Yeah, I think most people's thoughts are mostly positive. One thing that we discussed a little bit, thoughts on the ram burpees being the same for men and women, the Spartan pancake being the same for men and women. What are your thoughts on that?
I might stir up some controversy.
Okay. Hey, everyone is entitled to their opinion. People can listen and agree, people can listen and disagree, but yeah.
And I always understand the other side of the coin, the women who believe that everybody should do the same weight, and I understand their viewpoint.
Equality versus equity kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm not one of those people. I think that the weights were kind of oddly assigned for those specific obstacles, I felt. And I think depending on what the obstacle or the penalty is, I guess in a lot of cases, like, the weight chosen, it's probably fine for both men and women. But I think about the sandbag carry, for example, and it was 40 pounds, which I acknowledge is like the Spartan standard for women. So that's the weight that we carry during a Spartan race, but we're not carrying it like uphill under Devil's Beard. And I think it would have been different if it was like a rec bag versus a pancake, because a rec bag has handles.
Okay. Yeah.
So the way that we had to carry the pancake is, either bear hug it, crouch over, and hope that you can slide under Devil's Beard, or you had to drop it and keep on rolling it or picking it up, right? And that's, the average woman is smaller than the average man. So I'm speaking as a below average sized woman. I'm a smaller person, and that's how I had to carry it. And it was very frustrating to look at, some bigger men who tucked it under their armpit like a football.
And ran with it, yeah.
And just ran with it.
Like Kevin Gregory, just like, gone.
And it's not, when I have opinions about differing weights between men and women, it's not that we can't do the weight. We sure can.
Yeah.
However, it's about how much is it taking out of the athlete? How much strain is it putting on the athlete? And is that proportional across the board between men and women? So I think about this pancake, and for a lot of the elite women who are smaller than me, I'm a heftier chick. I'm small, petite-wise, but I'm a heftier chick. So a lot of the elite women are smaller than me, and that sandbag was probably pretty close to half of their body weight. But for the men, that was 20% of their body weight. So it's not wearing on the athletes proportionally. So I didn't necessarily like that. And I think if it was just a straight up sandbag carry, then it's okay that everyone has the same weight. But because of the added Devil's Beard, it would have been nice to have a different kind of weight differential.
Panicking about where my backpack is, I'm not entirely sure. Overall thoughts about the thoughts of it's coming back for the next 2 years in England.
Personally, I'm okay with it. I think they've proven that they can produce a very high quality event here. And there have been a lot of complaints about Worlds in the past years that the UK team has addressed. So we applaud them for that. And for me personally, I have always needed to travel to Worlds. This is my 5th one, and I've had to fly to all of them. So it's just another flight to a different place. I've always had to fly to Worlds. That does not change by it being in the UK. And that's, of course, me speaking personally. I think there are some people who will drive to Worlds, and they didn't come this year because they couldn't do that. But for me, it's just, maybe a little bit more of an expensive flight and a little bit of a cultural shock. Right. But I'm okay with it coming back, and I'm excited to retry this venue because I feel like I have unfinished business here. And out of my 5 Worlds that I've done, all of them have been in different places. So it'll be nice to have a repeat venue to kind of more closely compare year to year, which I'm not usually able to do.
Awesome. Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to me, and you did well. Not what you expected.
Objectively well, though.
But objectively well.
Thank you.
Go big or go home here, right? I gotta get
Exactly.
good at drinking, so awesome. So we'll start with your name and where you're from.
So my name is Grant Thompson, and I'm from a little town called Dingwall, Highlands of Scotland.
Who could possibly forget your name, right?
I would hope they've not forgotten my name now, because I make the point of saying that I am Grant Thompson and I am Scottish. I hope they remember.
How was your World Toughest Mudder this year?
It was good, but very painful. It went well, but not quite as well or smooth as I was hoping it would be.
Yeah.
So yeah.
How was the weather as a factor for this?
Way hotter than I thought. I was hoping for some nice British weather.
Me too.
If it was my choice, it'd be cold, bit of rain, and just cool through the night. But it was really hot. Like, I saw a lot of guys and girls like struggling.
Stomach can go sideways. Right?
It was really warm. So and for me, it just instantly dehydrates me, takes it out of me.
Yeah.
So it was not nice.
No.
Not nice at all for me.
But heat aside, how was the overall course for this year?
It was tough. I think beautiful venue, but underfoot is very dodgy. There's like a lot, so you've got a lot of like hard ground, divots, holes, which you're so easily nearly rolling your ankle, breaking your ankle. So you see a lot of people gingerly sort of running along, and through the night, one thing I noticed, when you got your head torch on, there was just dust. So obviously all day there's like dust getting kicked up, and that was like definitely a factor like going into your throat. So it was it's a nice course, but it was hard underfoot. So hard's not the toughest course, but hard underfoot, which makes it very. You have to watch where you're going.
Where would you rank it? Because you've been supportive of World Toughest Mudder for years, coming over to the States. It's finally here, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Where would you rank this in terms of difficulty? I guess with the others that you've done.
Way more difficult than Florida. Yeah, for me, Florida, as I banged on about last time, it was more the heat.
Yeah.
But Texas, I preferred Texas's course because I like sort of like the hills.
Yeah.
But I've only done 3, so it's hard to sort of judge. But it was somewhere in between. Okay. Definitely easier in Florida.
Yeah.
Texas, I'm not so sure because it's a hard one to judge. Yeah. It's a hard one to judge. I'll be honest.
The thought that. Not only has World Toughest Mudder finally come to the UK, as it should have years ago, the fact that it's going to be here for the next 2 years.
Yeah, that's. I honestly didn't expect that. There was obviously a lot of talk about would it come back or was it going to be in America. See, we'll see. I wasn't sure if they were going to do it one more time or if it was going to go instantly back to the States, but I obviously like the fact that it's back again. Maybe not 2 years in a row. It would be nice to maybe change the venue up a wee bit, rather than doing the same venue. But for me, no flights, no long 12 hours. It definitely helped because obviously that long flight over to America is actually really draining. And so
I'm about to do that tomorrow.
Yeah, so like it definitely took out of me because I don't sleep well. So doing that and then going into the race is hard going. Whereas this, I definitely felt a bit more relaxed and easier by just casually coming down literally on the Friday rather than traveling out like on the Wednesday. So being in England is going to be good.
So as an ignorant American, I know Scotland is attached to England. It's part of the UK.
Yes.
How I know we were in more northern England than we were when we were in London because that's more southern. How far away is Scotland from here?
Well, from me it was, or my mate who drove down this weekend, it's about an 8-hour drive.
Okay. Yeah.
So for me to get out of Scotland from the Highlands, so Dingwall, Inverness, it's a 4-hour drive just to get out of Scotland alone.
Okay. So like the state of New Jersey kind of.
But also for us, we don't have the big motorways you do.
Right.
So like for me, it's like a single carriageway, dual carriageway, single carriageway, average speed car. So it's a terrible drive until you get to Glasgow, then you hit the motorways. Okay. So it's a pretty draining drive.
Right.
So even things like that is very draining on the travelling. So 4 hours for me to get out of Scotland, 8 hours to get here. For me, that was quite a short journey for once.
Right, yeah.
So normally I'm driving down to Linden and stuff like that, which is normally like 10, 11 hours, and then I drive straight back up the road.
Okay. Another stupid question. You also drive on the wrong side of the road in Scotland?
Well, do you know, Sam, after seeing the amount of countries that drive on the other side of the road, maybe we've got that one wrong. So, I mean, everything else, I just had a discussion with a couple of Americans in there, Jessica and Heather about aluminum and aluminium. You know, so you may have the road one right. But there's some other things, you know.
And just overall thoughts on World Surface Motor coming to a close this year. Your feelings and your performance, which I believe 4th, right? Like,
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Really good. Really good because honestly, coming in, some of the names I saw, I was like, I'd be lucky to hit top 5. I was honestly, when I came into this, I thought I was going to hit 105, 110, simply off my Europe's toughest Infinity and performance, because Europe's toughest Infinity in 11 and a half hours, I hit 60 miles, and that's with all obstacles open in the sunny weather from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So I was like, yeah, I've got this in the bag to get more than that when the first 12 hours as the obstacles gradually opened. So as the 12 hours were coming up, I was like, I definitely feel a bit off pace. So maybe the performance wasn't quite as going to plan as I thought. However, I still got the 100 miles, but it was in doubt a few times. It's the first time I've ever felt like ill during a race. I genuinely felt like sick, ill. There's a lot of people saying you look like you've got jaundice. You're paler than normal for being the palest guy on the planet. So
It's a lot to compliment.
yeah. So there's a lot of people actually genuinely like worried for me and messaging me the next day, just going, "Are you okay? You didn't look well." So to still get the 100 miles, can't complain. Top Scot, top Brit, top European this year.
Yeah.
So I really can't complain. But I do know that I'm capable of more. So next year, hopefully, get that big boy podium and finally hit it.
Get on, Thompson.
That's it.
You're a legend, mate. Congratulations. Thanks for taking the time to talk to me, and hope to see you next year.
Thank you. Absolute pleasure.
Hi, I'm Andy. I'm from Glasgow.
Did we talk throughout the course?
We talked at Mudderhorn when I was there with Rock.
Thank you. It's a long, long night, as I'm sure it was for you. Tell me about the award that you won at the brunch.
It was an achievement award to recognise what I'd done for Tough Mudder over the years, my 100 runs, my 100 volunteer chefs, being an ambassador, voted for by the community, and I believe TMHQ staff as well.
Right. How does it feel? A lot of companies aren't very good at recognizing people that have helped them. You know, sometimes companies are built on the backs on people, but to have acknowledgement, how does that feel?
The thing is, we get that at every single event when you volunteer, because they know without us, they couldn't put on the event. So they are always very appreciative and look after us. So, to give back to the community in that way just feels great.
Yeah. What was the camaraderie award? Which award was it?
No, the achievement award.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, did you have any idea what was coming whatsoever?
No, I didn't. I nearly spoiled it for them because I was volunteering today, and I was in the tent when they were testing the screen.
Oh, that is so yeah.
So they thought So I was in doing stuff for them, and next thing I got a shout, "Would you please leave the tent?"
Oh wow! What did you think that was about at the time?
I knew because I knew they were showing like the videos, so I knew that they didn't want people to see it. And so yeah, to be asked to leave wasn't a problem. It was just them. I knew what they were doing, and but they thought they'd spoiled it for me, but they hadn't.
That's very funny. Yeah. So when did you realize it was you? Like, did you realize before they said your name, because they were kind of building it up a little bit?
No, I didn't really until Kevin went up, and then he started mentioning various things that were specific to me. Right. It was like I did struggle. I was near enough in tears.
Yeah.
So.
And then the worst part about it, though, needing to give a speech on no notice.
Yeah, I mean, I knew what I think. As I was walking up, I knew what I wanted to say, and I basically had said it to you on Mudderhorn. Yes, I said the exact same thing. So I just had that. So that was what I had to say, and just basically thanked everybody. Because walking up to that stage, the high fives, it was, the love that I felt. Everybody was so happy last night. It was such a pleasure to help everybody.
Yeah, and then you're going to feel it again for the next 2 years as World Surface Motor is in the same place. How does that feel?
So when I turned up this morning, Giles said to me, "So have you now started a thing with Mudderhorn?" I said, "It looks like it, because it's here next year," because we knew at that point. Right. And it now looks that that's where I'm going to be for the next 2 years.
Love it. Well, thank you so much for everything you've done with the community, and we'll be seeing you next year.
definitely seeing me next year.
Perfect. Hate to tell you, but this is usually how it goes down. But it keeps it fun. Awesome. So it actually works well getting you both together too. But
Good.
yeah.
She's the fucking best.
We know. So we'll start off with your name and where you're from.
Heather Bode from Los Angeles.
Jessica Johnson from Orange County, California.
And how was your World's Toughest Moto this year?
It went really well. I got 80 miles.
Which is?
16 laps. Oh, that's my personal best, yeah.
I didn't realize that. That's amazing. Dirty silver, baby.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what was your role in her achievement this year?
I was her pit crew extraordinaire.
Yes, you were. Yeah. What did you think about the course overall this year?
It was phenomenal. I had run it before in 2023. That was Europe's toughest mutter, and I got first place. And it was an amazing course. So I was very excited for this one. And honestly, it was as wonderful as I remember. I forgot about the big hill. I did. But honestly, compared to Southern California hills, it wasn't that long. It was steep, but it was not that long. So I could go through it every time.
And then how was it pitting for one person this year?
It was cool because I could focus all my attention on her, but also I was bored in between.
So I wish I spent more time with you. I was with Nikki a lot. I know you were right there, but yeah.
No, I mean, I came around. Because I can't be bored at something like that because I'd probably fall asleep. But I did do my best to try to help anyone else I could, cheer on the runners as they're running by. We did find some new friends. Kevin Dent and his partner, and it was their first Worlds, and so we shared a pit and I helped her out with pitting because she was very nervous. So
love it.
I found something else to do.
What did you think about both the heat and the course itself for this year?
The heat I was able to deal with. I lived in Florida for almost 3 years, and so I dealt with humidity. I've lived in Southern California for 5 years, and I was able to deal with that. So I got a little cramp at the first lap, but then I drowned it out with electrolytes and water, and I was able to push through. So the heat was fine. I actually didn't have to put on wetsuit shorts the entire time, which was great, yeah. So.
And what about the obstacles and everything on the course?
I loved the obstacles. They were a perfect combination of not being too difficult, but not being too easy. And so I had my best obstacle completion rate I've ever had at WTM, but it wasn't like easy. It wasn't like a breeze. I had to fight for it. Like the things like the Netflix and chill or the swinging both ways, like I had 100% completion rate, but it was difficult. Like I had to summon all of my strength to get through it every time. And so I think the obstacles were perfect.
Love it.
Yeah.
Where was my bacon and crisps? My mind's not working. Bacon crackers.
So I do apologize. I did, before the race, try to find out if we had I could buy American bacon. Right. And you can. It's called back bacon.
Back bacon?
It's back bacon.
It's not proper bacon.
It's not proper bacon. It's back bacon. But I also got in on Friday, so I just did not have the time.
Totally fair. And then just thoughts on, you've done a lot of World Toughest Motors now. I know it's just the day after. Where do you think this ranks in terms of like difficulty and everything?
I think the Vegas, the 2017 Vegas course was harder. I think those hills were tougher. But what was tough about this, I would rate it close under that because the grasslands you were running through were very uneven. Yes. And they were very full of like little potholes, and so your stabilizer muscles were working overtime. And so by like mile 65, my legs were fried because all your stabilizer muscles were working overtime. So yeah, the elevation wasn't crazy, but because of the uneven ground, your muscles were working constantly, and so it was harder than you realize.
And then in addition to the uneven ground, it was also, a lot of the locals were saying, the ground was harder because they haven't had rain in such a long time that it like hurt your feet more.
Yes, it was very dry. I think that's another contributing factor to why I kind of froze up at 65 because my muscles were so tired, and when I tried to run, it just was so painful because it was a very hard return, and so the ground was very hard, yeah.
And then you've been pitting for a long time. What's some advice you would give to someone who's thinking about pitting for their athlete?
Try to figure out what they like to eat, what they don't like to eat. find out what motivates them. But essentially, you just have to figure out how to keep them in the pit the least amount of time. Just kick them out if you have to. Like, don't let them cry. If they are crying, they can cry and walk. They can eat and walk. Just get them out of the pit as fast as possible. So try to figure out how you can be prepared to do that.
I will say, I know there's usually like a post-after of like mental, demons creeping in and stuff like that, but you seemed relatively optimistic throughout everything, so I was happy to see that. Final thoughts on the event this year?
You know what? This was my 6th World Toughest Mudder, and this was the first time it ever felt so dialed in. And I think it was the combination of experience of having Jessica as my pit crew, and knowing what my nutrition needs were, and making sure, even if I didn't feel like it, to make sure I was fueling properly. And so even though I hit the wall towards the very end, I knew I could physically keep going. So yeah, that was the trick.
Final thoughts for World's Toughest Mudder in the UK?
One of the best ones we've had in a few years. Just the atmosphere. Of course, I wasn't on course, but it seemed like some of the innovation was back. The penalties were hard, but also fun at the same time. So we got that part of it back. Just everything was just better.
Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to me, and congratulations to the both of you. You're a great team.
Thank you.
Gary Judd, I live in a place called Cross Hills in the Orchard Dales. It's halfway between Keighley and Skipton.
So how did your World's Toughest Mudder go this year?
It went fantastic. My first aim was obviously to complete it down the course. I was hoping for 50. As you can see, I did comfortably get that. And in the end, I finished, 65 miles.
Well done.
Yeah.
How does it feel to not only get your goal, but to crush it?
Yeah, it feels fantastic. It's the 3rd endurance race this season, and I've exceeded my expectations in all 3. I did 53k in Europe's toughest over 12 hours, which got me contender status for this. And 2 weeks ago, I did something called Dirty Rotten Scramble, which is a 40k race over 6 3/4 hours. And in one lap, my 3rd lap, I was 3rd overall. I was one of only 13 people to finish that.
Wild. So tell me about, have you ever done a World's Toughest Mudder before?
This is my first. It's the first time it's been in the UK, so I knew as soon as it was coming over here, I wanted to do it.
How does it feel that Worlds has finally come to the UK after all these years?
Oh yeah, it's just fantastic to have the biggest event in OCR in the UK for us Brits.
Yeah, and what did you think about the obstacles that they supplied to you guys?
Oh, there were a lot. There's some really, really great obstacles, fantastic ideas. Not all fantastic ideas. The net on pyramid scheme that they only killed 2 people, that was not a good idea. I'm very glad they changed that after one lap.
Fair.
And I love some of them, especially the mud. I love the mud. I do everything, all my OCR for the love of mud.
Yeah. What do you love so much about the Tough Mudder community?
It's just an amazing community. It's like one big family. I never really had a family growing up. My family kind of disowned me because I was a bit different, but the Tough Mudder kind of embraces that. And it's like everybody you meet, it's just like one giant family, and we're all. The camaraderie on the course is amazing, help each other out, and it just stays there for the brunch and for the bar crawl and everything. It's just.
How did it feel to be completely flooded by a whole bunch of foreigners like myself?
No, actually, you're the second reporter to actually interview me. I got interviewed on the finish line briefly, and so it is nice. Yeah, I like to be. I've always been a bit of an invisible. I always felt being visible in the human world. I never really fitted in because I sort of feel like I belong more in the natural world in the mud, and Tough Mudder gives me a chance to do that.
Yeah. So it felt really cool to come over here. I've never been to the UK in general. So we came over early and we did like a little sightseeing and stuff, which was fantastic. And we've got a nice country here. A little hot.
It's not normally hot. It's normally leaden skies and howling gales, like it was overnight.
Yeah, I appreciated the wind at least.
It's not so nice when you're on top of the Mudderhorn. It's a bit tall up there.
Yeah, absolutely. And
or in the ice water. You don't want a howling gale when you're in the ice water.
early on in the race, I would very much have wanted that.
Oh, yeah, let's face it. If the weather forecast had been right and it had been like today, yesterday, I think we would have been asking if we could take the ice and eat it.
Absolutely. And what are your thoughts on the fact that it's not only come to the UK, it's staying here another 2 years?
Oh, I'm just over the moon about it. I'm going to hopefully do next year, as long as it doesn't clash with all the big OCR targets next year. And then obviously, even if I miss next year, I'll definitely do 2027.
Love it. And then final thoughts as this event, the brunch and the bar crawl, everything comes to an end.
Well, I mean, for me, it's only half time because Saturday I'm back on the course again for Infinity, the 8-hour race, and then I've got the 15K just for the hell of it for fun on the Sunday, and finally back to running barefoot, which I love because unfortunately Tough Mudder UK rules aren't the same as Tough Mudder USA rules. Because Tough Mudder USA, of course, you've got people who are famous for running barefoot like Raymond Vincent III, but here they have stricter rules, so I was not allowed to run the endurance races barefoot, just the 5s and 15Ks, because I've run nearly all my OCR barefoot. This is only the second race of 10 that I've done this year with shoes on.
Wait a minute, so they made you wear shoes?
Yeah, you have to, because the laws are stricter here than they are in the United States. Because it's down. I think it's down to the EU or something like that.
I did not realize that because people were saying, like, is there going to be a barefoot runner this year? And I was like, I don't know.
It should have been me. I am normally the official Toy Florida barefoot runner, but the rules are different for the competitive races as they are for the normal ones.
Awesome. Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to me. It looks like I have to get going, but congratulations and hope to see you again next year or maybe the year after.
Yeah, hopefully both years.
Perfect. Job well done. Why did you spit on her?
She's bad on me. I don't know why she's bad on me, but she's bad on me. I thought it was Melissa, but it wasn't Melissa.
I was laughing.
You can't apologize to your wife. They do whatever they do.
I was laughing so hard.
Why did you spit on me? It was so funny, though.
Okay.
I feel wet on my back. What the
fuck? We can't be laughing by the stairs here.
Oh my God. You need a picture of that. Put that on your podcast.
Stuff like that. We were all up close and personal on this race. She told me personally, please push on my butt.
Push on my butt. I literally was like, I need somebody to push up my butt.
To get up and over this obstacle.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And he did it respectfully.
Yes.
So
the spit.
She's bad on me.
Hold on, keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Mike has a pit crew.
Can we go away from the stairs?
I know you're fun on stairs and break your leg.
All right, so what are you going to do?
All right, I have to go back.
Are you leaving?
No, it's so nice to meet you.
You too. Nice to meet you. Thank you for your help. Have a good night. Get home safely.
Cheers.
It'd be so fun if you post my podcast.
He probably will.
VanderWaude. It's like Kevin VanderWaude.
Okay, Kevin
VanderWaude. I can give you my email if you want. Give you my email?
No.
Can I give you my email?
Do you have Instagram?
Sort of, but never. I don't post, but I like.
Do you want to follow us on Instagram?
What is Instagram? Instagram's over here because I don't like to go on it much because I get sucked in.
That's fair.
Because that'd be so fucking funny. Lauren? Katelyn. Oh, damn it.
That's funny
I
because
fucking hate names. I've like learned some. Mike, I know Mike.
Yes. And Jason.
I don't know him. I haven't introduced myself.
Oh.
These OCR people seem very standoffish.
Oh,
I was trying to like have fun with them, and they were like,
"Oh, I think we're just tired."
No.
Here we are.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. I want to see it.
You will.
Safe flight back to whenever you go.
Tomorrow.
We go next week.
Oh, that's nice. We went to.
Aren't you in Massachusetts?
Yes.
Yes, we're very close. We should all get together.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Excellent.
I won't spit on
That'd be
you.
really. I know. It's all right. All right. I thought it was Melissa. I'm like, Melissa wouldn't spit me.
No, it was me.
It's so funny. No, nothing wrong with that.
No.
You're having fun. You're happy.
I am.
There's nothing
Yes,
wrong with that,
exactly. Exactly. Are you guys going to London?
I don't know. I think we're supposed to head to Ireland.
Oh, that'll be fun.
I don't know.
Just because we haven't been there, but we'll plan it out.
I don't know. We haven't planned that trip, but we go home. We go back to Boston next week.
Yeah, we fly out tomorrow afternoon. Yeah.
Well, safe trips.
Thank you. You too. It was nice meeting you.
It was
Thank you for
nice
your help.
meeting you guys.
I'm sure we'll see you around.
I know, right? No, seriously, we should all get together for some drinks and someplace.
Yeah.
They're interviewing.
It's okay.
I've saved at least 2 people. Yes, she's a very fun drunk.
She is. She is.
I appreciate that perspective. And yes,
I thought so. Man, we got content for days for this one. All right, we unravel this. Name and where you're from.
I'm Katelyn Ritter, and I'm from Pequannock, New Jersey.
So we heard it from you a lot. Some might say too much, depending on how much I air. How was the brunch and the bar crawl?
The brunch was good. I was bummed that they were out of eggs when I got there.
Yeah.
So we had sausage, bacon, but those, what are the potato things called? Home fries?
Yep. Those are good.
So good.
Yeah. Hey! Oh! Keep walking. Keep walking. Great meeting you too! Oh God, what was I gonna say?
The hype video got me emotional.
Yeah, and people saying that they had veggies for the first time in a while, which was great.
They had what?
Veggies.
Oh yeah, I had a mushroom with breakfast, which was weird.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? And then what did you think about it being outside? No AC, but
so hot.
So hot.
This no AC lifestyle was okay when my body was able to like thermoregulate. I learned a new word.
Yep.
But now that my body is not thermoregulating itself, I'm having a really hard time.
Perfect.
How funny is it that that's the man I asked to grab my butt or push my butt?
Yeah. How crazy is it that you hadn't met him before? Yeah.
So many people in the community I haven't met. I feel like I've been missing out. I think I've got that Tough Mudder bug.
Right. What's Tough Mudder bug?
Yeah.
We don't have Tough Mudder bug anymore because we don't have Tough Mudders near us anymore.
Yeah, that's sad for me.
Help, Giles, fix it. Yeah, no idea where we were. Luckily, I kind of know where we are now. Wow, it turns out Brits have small penises here too. Who knew? So yeah, how are you enjoying the community?
I love it. I've been embraced by many. So I've cried so much. I thought like, okay, you get emotional at the finish line. I got emotional last night. I got emotional this morning. I just cried at the bar crawl. I'm sober. Yeah. All I've drank today is water because I'm severely dehydrated.
Yeah. Speaking of this morning, what was one of the first things you said to me?
I don't want this on public record. I said, hey, Mikey, you think I could do 50 miles?
And I think so. I think you could have gotten 45. It would have been
not living in that life.
No. But I think you could have done that. If you kept your pitch shorter, you would have saved at least an hour. But you would need good conditions again. I think cooler than this, because this was hot and that was a difficulty for you. But you did need a wetsuit, so that's good. Wetsuit easily can take away a lap. So, I don't know. You would have.
Should we stop in here and get some snacks?
If you would like to.
I would like a cold water.
Because Jason's not going to be done any fucking time soon, so yeah.
Oh no.
Medicinal.
Medicinal.
All right, so we just stopped for 2 waters and a snack. We get some Takis. Sweet drink.
So romantic.
Yeah. So, yeah, you've met the community for the first time in years. You now,
Since 2018, I think.
Yeah, there's still dozens of people that didn't make it this time that I know, and hopefully your network will grow a little bit more. But there's a lot of people that were, like, cheering you on, supporting you.
It was there were so many moments on the course where people were like, go, Katelyn! We love the show! So, which is really special.
And it's awesome when I don't recognize the people, too. Like, obviously I want to get to know you, but, like, it's good to see, I don't know, the numbers aren't as great as they used to be. Hopefully this is a huge boost. UK, I need your help. I need you guys listen. And, yeah.
Perfect. Anything else?
No, you just wanted an interview, and I'm not in a position to do interviews with you right now.
I know. I finally peed.
Congratulations. That took a long time.
Like 13 hours.
How many things of water did I order? 3, 6, 9, 10. 10 things of water I got.
And I drank a full 40-ounce water bottle.
Well done.
Welcome back.
Thank you to everyone who I talked to, both on and off the mic at the bar crawl, and to the World Service Motor community for putting together a great bar crawl experience, even though I still regret that I was like 5 miles away from the apple tree where Sir Isaac Newton discovered gravity and all that stuff. But next year.
How did he become a sir?
He was knighted. That's how everyone becomes a sir.
Oh.
Yeah.
By the queen?
Or king at the time? I don't know. You put me on blast here. I'm not too sure.
I always just called him Isaac Newton.
Yeah. And then we never really talked about your Tough Mudder experiences or anything that you want to say here while I look for related episodes.
Like, my experience as a whole, I think everybody needs to go run a World's Toughest Mudder.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's the craziest experience. I know in, like, the pit audio, I probably didn't sound like I was having fun. I think I had a blast. Or maybe that's just, like, my trauma brain.
Trauma brain.
But you know how, like, when women give birth, they, like, don't remember the terrible parts?
Right.
I think, like, World's Toughest Mudder, your brain doesn't remember the terrible parts. Your brain is just like, that was so fun, we should do it again.
What do you think will be harder, labor or a World's Toughest Mudder?
I don't know.
Fair.
I think we could ask somebody who's done both, which is harder.
Yeah, that's really fair.
I also think it depends on the birth experience.
Yeah, valid. All right, I found it. Related episodes. Just for this year, we've covered so many World's Toughest Mudders before this, but just for this year, episode 438.
World's Toughest Mudder First Timer Questions with Josh Fiore.
Still our best performing episode of the year. 441.
World's Toughest Mudder in UK Prep with Will Chung and Fran Corando.
I really regret not interviewing Will Chung. It was great hanging out with him. Episode 442.
Katelyn's pre-World's Toughest Mudder thoughts.
443.
World's Toughest Mudder 2025 Part 1 Course Walkthrough with the OCR Report.
Episode 444.
World's Toughest Mudder 2025 Part 2 Event Day Audio Interviews and Katelyn's Pit Audio.
And then episode 445.
World's Toughest Mudder 2025 Part 4 British Brunch.
3.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. This one's 4.
British Brunch Interviews and Audio.
Yeah.
Which one's your favorite episode so far?
Oh, probably Part 2. It's long. Super, super long. But I mean, that is... If you're going into your first World's Toughest Mudder and you want to know what it's like that. It's a lot of noises. You'll be hearing.
I'm not able to listen to that one yet. I'm not ready.
Take some time.
Subscribe and follow wherever you get your podcasts. If you like what you heard, leave us a review on that purple podcast app.
Yeah, you could leave us a review. I think Katelyn just said that.
I literally just said
It's getting late. So you could also follow us on Instagram or like us on Facebook. Instagram's our main place. Everything just kind of gets cross-posted to Facebook. But if you shoot us a message either place, we will get it and reply.
Follow us on Patreon for as little as $2 or as many as $10, but join on the website and not the app because Apple will charge you more money.
Yeah, this helps us cover travel costs, and we did save ourselves some money for not having to cover Boston this weekend, although I do kind of regret that a little bit still, but hey, my eye's still funky and it needs time to recover.
And they said you needed to keep it clean.
Yeah, I really got to monitor it. Coming up next, maybe an interview with Giles, but we need to reach out tonight. Again, no Savage Boston coverage, but I have more ideas than we have time for in the next month. So it could be a variety of things in case we can't get to the COO of Spartan/Tough Mudder to work out. Katelyn, got a joke or a quote to close us out?
I do. What's today?
Oh boy, you did this before. It's the 20th? Oh, it's National Ice Cream Day.
National Ice Cream Day. So I have some jokes for you. What's an ice cream cone's favorite type of music?
Polka, techno, rap, rock, ice rock, metal. I have no idea.
Soft rock.
Ah.
Do you get it?
Yeah, because soft serve ice cream.
Yep.
Yeah.
You didn't like that joke, did you? Okay. And then my quote is from...
Oh, you only had one?
I have more.
You prepared. Go until we find a good one.
Okay. What's a vampire's favorite ice cream flavor?
Blood orange. I don't know.
Vanilla.
Oh, that's a good one. All right.
You know what's crazy about that? You know my dad's favorite ice cream flavor?
Vanilla.
Vanilla.
Yeah. And your quote?
My quote is from Tiffany Malou. This chapter you're closing. You're closing
Zoom
this
in, for Christ's sake. Again, this is like a big piece of paper with text for ants.
I can't zoom in on Pinterest. I don't know why.
Screenshot it and then zoom into the screenshot.
There we go. You're closing this chapter to open up a new story, one filled with reflection and growth. The past was not a failure, something to forget. It taught you to get back up for things that matter, to walk away when something or someone is no longer worth it, and to care for yourself despite the nights when darkness surrounds you. You are growing, healing, and learning. It is so beautiful to see how far you'll come.
Nice. All right, that just about closes things up. My name is Michael Stefano.
And my name is Katelyn Ritter.
We'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening.
We hope you're feeling motivated, inspired, and ready to take on your next race or training run.
If you've enjoyed this week's episode, leave us a review
and share it with your fellow adventurous friends.
Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Obstacle Running Adventures.
Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode.
Join us every week for more news, stories, and interviews from the community.
Our intro song was Streaker by Straight Up.
And our outro music is Iron Paw by The Best.
Hey, how about next time we need water, we send someone with 2 functioning hands, okay? Can we do that?
Michael.
You both called me, right?
I also want to point out, Mike asked me permission if he could make a joke about Mike.
Specific, I'm like, I don't want to make this.
Talking about him.
Yes. He's right.
I thought you meant because you're carrying your microphone with you.
No. I'm like, who's making Mike get these drinks?
Really
Who's this for?
Dustin, what's your favorite memory of my dad?
I'm caught about it. Every time I see him. Aww, same.
What was the specific? What about from last year?
From last year, it was the look of realization as if he had just been hit by lightning. The moment I described him as, on this team, he is the human in a Muppet movie. When he heard that, he just kind of stopped what he was doing and stared off into space for like 12 seconds.
What's your favorite memory of Bob?
Oh no. I suppose I'm sitting here.
And that's not how you end it.
No,
But I'll accept it.
I got editing to do.
Okay.